All right, Knicks fans, welcome to another episode of Delusional Knicks Fan Network, where we bring you that Knicks content that you need. We're back live, pretty much. Let me see if everything is rocking here for a second. We back preseason. Knicks are 2-0, getting it started. Definitely looking forward to what this game is. Hold on, I'm getting everything situated. Let me turn the Bluetooth off of that because I needed to capture some stuff. All right, perfect. Knicks is 2-0. Couple things I want to talk about. Mitch was looking solid in his first two games. I want to say in like 18 minutes, Mitch was able to grab 16 rebounds in his first game, 7 points. We seen tons of alley-oops. We seen him run the floor. So it was a phenomenal overall situation with Mitch. We seen Brunson first game looking stagnant, trying to figure out his way in the system. And then by game two, he was able to have 14 points. So he had to bounce back, was able to define little schemes here and there to get his buckets up. But ultimately, he came through. And I'm eager for him to kind of take that leap in this game, especially going against the Minnesota Timberwolves, see what he could do against DiVincenzo and Randall. Another thing is Mikal on defense as a threat first situation was looking shaky. I'm not going to lie. Tyrese Maxey pretty much went to work on Mikal as expected. Tyrese Maxey is a fast-paced offensive player. So, and that was an issue for the Knicks last year, was stopping that initial thing. In that first game, he was kind of getting ran through. But then, of course, the second game had to bounce back. They kind of played it a little bit better with kind of a zone defense on that initial attack. And then, of course, Deuce McBride. My first instant with Deuce, and when he came out, was electric. You saw from Preston from the beginning, with him being comfortable in the offense, you saw off the top that he was ready. He was ready to kind of take over. And coach talked highly of Deuce, so that's something that I'm looking forward to seeing, how comfortable Deuce can be in the system, because what we saw already was dope. Coming in, floaters, jump shot, mid-range, threes in transition. Like Deuce was ready. Deuce is ready. So it's up to the coach to how many minutes we gonna play Deuce. You know, what does that opportunity looks like? So that's good. And Deuce is not getting traded. You know, from seeing what he did in those first couple games, Deuce ain't going nowhere. And then, of course, Pacome Daddier. With him starting in the first game, ultimately, my first instinct was, we're showcasing Pacome Daddier. Like, that's what we're going to do. We're going to showcase him to try to get him out, because he's likely the player that will get moved in this situation. Can't see Deuce getting traded. Tyler Kolek, he played iffy during the summer league. And then, of course, last year he played better. I mean, his turnover, his assist to turnover ratio, I felt like was like 5-to-1, like 6-to-1. So he really turned the ball over. So that's something. And knocked down a three at a good clip. It's just his defense, and I don't think other teams will bite on him as much as they would bite on Deuce. So that was the situation with that. So I believe Daddier would be the oddball out on that situation. And that was pretty much, the biggest situation is Josh Hart. That's the biggest situation. Josh Hart went during his preseason, the first game, he got in there, banked a shot off the backboard, hard glass. I mean, legit hard glass. That finger is going to be a major issue going into the season with Josh. So, and then, of course, the back situation. So we're unsure of what's going to happen with Josh Hart, but he's a key piece for us going forward, as we are about to start the game on my end as the tip up is off. And you know how we started. Pretty much. Let's switch it over. First possession down to Mitch at the top of the key. Dribble handoff to Cat. Now, it's one thing that said Cat's going to be all over the floor. So let's see how that goes. Pitch, look, OG wide open for three. No bueno. Rebound from Mitch. That's going to be key for Mitch pretty much all night. Let's go. Then, of course, a turnover. Costly turnover down to Randall. Let's see what they got, though. Let's see what this offense is mini. I haven't been watching mini. Slow, methodical offense. Where we got a pick and roll, pass it out to Jules. Jules, I don't know why he's wide open for three. Attack on Mitch. No good. Rebound by Brunson. Brunson on the fast break. Let's go. Getting it through. Obviously, my thing, it's ultra slow because it looked like Knicks scored already. But Brunson, easy layup. Brunson takes it himself, and it says easy buckets. Back down as it is 2-zip. I am far behind. But we're going to get it. You got Anthony Edwards get in and out. Stolen by Mitch. Mikal on a fast break. That's easy buckets. Defense turn into offense. That's what we like. That's what we like. Two quick buckets. We appreciate that. Let's go. Julius on the wing, guarded by. Okay, so I like the lineup. They got OG on Julius, which makes sense. Anthony Edwards at the top. They got a trap. Gets into the paint. Over Mitch. Good bucket. 4-2 right now. And they are pressing. Let's go. Give the ball up. Pass it up to Mikal. Mikal to OG. OG. Okay, so they spacing. That's a horrible pass by Mitch. Get it to the paint. Pass it to Mikal. Mikal for three. No bueno. Rebound. It's all right. It's all right. Get into the paint. Blocked by Cat. Rebound by Mikal. Okay, I like what we doing so far. I like what we doing so far. Pass it over back to Mitch. Mitch, get out the way. We got a Brunson ISO right now. Let's see. Oh, yeah. Okay. They did implement some ISO plays for Brunson. Brunson pull up for the three. No foul. Okay, what's going on? All right, we'll take it. Right now, 4-2 Knicks. It's not a sloppy game. It's not a sloppy game. I see pretty much Brunson. They implemented a nice little ISO at the top of the key. Danny, what's going on? Appreciate the fire emojis. As Gobert tips the ball out of Mitch's hands. I gotta see. I want to see some more sets. Some better sets plays. Right now, it's 4-2. Mitch at the top of the key. Dribble handoff to Brunson. Brunson pull up for the deep three. No bueno. Rebound by Mini. Okay, you got DiVincenzo on the fast break. Pass it off to Ant. Let's see what Ant could do. Ant, ISO dribble at the top. He's about to post up. He said he was working on this game. Fadeaway jump shot. It's no good. Rebound by Brunson. Okay, we got a fast break. Brunson on the fast break. You got Mitch in the paint. What is he doing? Pass it up to Mikal. Mikal for the midi. No good. Okay, look, what is... I mean, they're moving the ball. They moving the ball. Let's see. As he gets into the paint, Anthony Edwards almost stolen Mikal on a fast break. What he's going to do, pass it over to Brunson. Brunson pump fake at the three. Gets into the paint. Now, see, you got to get the ball up. Let the ball move. Mikal pull up for three.
3-point goal.
3-point bucket. We like it. 7-2 right now at the top. Okay, Julius getting into the paint. Dishes it out. DiVincenzo for three. We've seen that happen a lot. Defense is still serviceable and ball movement. I like the ball movement. The defense is all right. Talked about they look like they add in some zone element whenever Brunson is involved at the top of the key. As far I like to shrink in the court. Kind of like that on certain plays. But then, of course, they got to fly back to the 3-point line. So What we doing with that? That's one thing they definitely got to get back on. But so far, so good. We got Julius on a perimeter, triple threat, pump fake. It's mid range. That's cash money for Jules. That's night and day. That is night and day. As I said, mine, I'm a little behind. Let's see what they got. This shit is out. Cat for 3, no bueno. Didn't like that set. It's still not quick enough for me. But they're back at the Garden. We're not in Abu Dhabi right now. Swing the ball. Julius back to back. 2-pointers now hit a 3. As we are tied 7-7. Mikel on a fast break. Gets into the paint. Passes up to Cat. Cat on a baseline. Double team. No foul called. It's horrible. Okay, Julius gets into the paint. Julius with 3 straight buckets. Knicks call a timeout as it is 7-9. 7-9. Yeah, ball movement is it's looking alright. Defense, it's definitely not where it needs to be right now. But it's questionable. What type of defense? That's the biggest question going into this season is with Brunson on the floor, with Cat on the floor. How are you going to play defense? You just saw. You literally just saw. You saw Julius to score 3 times on a triple threat on Cat, pump fake, hit him a couple times. He jabbed back, knocked it down. Misassignment on a fast break, leaving Julius wide open. So that was an issue that we had last year. You know, guys not getting back in transition. So I don't know. It's game 3 for the most part. They traveling from Abu Dhabi, so this is what's expected, to be honest with you. It's what expected early in the year from my Knicks, but we'll see. We'll see. What's going on, Ado? Appreciate you rocking. Appreciate you being here. As you can see, Julius Randle, 7 points, 3 for 4. Mikel with 5 points. He's 2 for 5, so Mikel's getting it done early. Mitch with 3 rebounds, 2 defensive, 1 offensive. So that's going to be a key element for Mitch this year. With Cat with 1 assist, 1 turnover. DiVincenzo with 2 assists. Jaden McDaniels with 2 boards. Look, what I want to see out of my Knicks tonight, ball movement, pace. You know, off of a made basket, let's push the floor. And defense, right? This is a solid team. You have Julius Randle and Anthony Edwards. What's the key defensive scheme for them? And you still got the big man down. What's this guy's name? Rudy Gobert. How the Knicks are going to attack the basket. I think that's where we're going to see a whole lot of jump shots, which I don't care to see. But hopefully we get someone brewing with the guys tonight. Hopefully we get it going. Jalen Brunson, he could possibly play hero ball at night. I might be cool with hero Brunson ball. Let me see, how many shots did he get up? JB is 1 for 3, 0 for 2 for 3. So is this something that he's going to constantly get up 3-pointers in the system? It's yet to see. You know, I like when he's in his in the mid-range game is effective. So we'll see. As it look like game about to get it going again. And like I said, mine's is behind. They're talking about OG with a career year. 48% from the floor, 37 from 3. Solid. I think OG in this system also can dominate. OG, we seen in the second game with him running the ball on the fast break, getting alley-oop. So look, they got OG bringing the ball up. See, this is what I wanted more of last year, is an aggressive OG. OG is 6'7", like 240. Like that going downhill. Granted, his handle is not all that legit, but we'll take it as Mikel is wide open for the 3, dribbles it, missed it, rebound by Mitch, but they call it Minnesota ball. Let's see what A said. With all the press conference, I expect the defense to be better. That is true, a bit better. In order to play with the speed they keep talking about. I can see the ball movement, but I still looking for extra effort. That is true. But like I said, with the personnel that they have on, Mitch is about to get Defensive Player of the Year. Good steal by Mitch. But no, I'm with you, eh? I'm totally with you. As Brunson being the ball up, I think defense is going to be our problem. I stated beforehand early in the year that hopefully, possibly, we can work our way into top 10 defense, only because with Mitch being healthy. Oh, good. Hold up, sorry. I have to cut. I have to stop that. We seen an entry pass from Jalen Brunson to Mitch on a pick and roll. You rarely seen that last year. But as he cut, it was a perfect pass. Mitch got fouled going to the free throw line of Mitch, but we rarely saw that last year. So you have to give kudos to JB for passing that on a pick and roll, cut to the rack. They rarely gave Mitch the ball in a pick and roll situation. So Mitch headed to the line. Let's see. First one to no avail. It is a brick. But we'll take that as Deuce comes in, substitution. That was crazy. We rarely, and I mean rarely, you rarely see that pass come through. Let me set up my chat real quick. My chat is looking like it is shrinking, so let me bring that in. As Mitch knocks down the second free throw. Let's see, you got to drop it down one more again. All right. That should be good. All right, Mitch with another rebounds, 9-8 right now. Jalen Brunson on the fast break. That should be money. But he throws it into traffic. See, JB, he gets into the paint. Once he do that, though, he's trying to look for the corner. So it looked like that's the emphasis in the offense when they're running, give the ball. As Mitch with another steal, ladies and gents. This contract year for Mitch. As Deuce pulls up the three, no good. As Mitch is hustling, they give the ball over to Minnesota. So it's an early game. You could tell it's the preseason. There's a lot of back and forth. But Mitch and Cat are playing solid defense right now. Mitch is all over the court. So contract year for Mitch, a healthy Mitch, probably not playing back-to-backs. But you can see the energy and the effort that Mitch brings out there. So kudos to Mitch. Definitely. What's Mitch numbers looking at right now? Well, Mitch is 4 rebounds, 3 defensive. Actually, yeah, 3 defensive, 4 rebounds, 1 offensive. So Mitch is doing this thing right now. I got to see if he got any steals. But another brick, rebound by Cat, bringing the ball up to Deuce. Deuce back to Cat at the top of the key. Oh, it is sloppy as Cat turned the ball over. As Cat fouls Randall as he went to the rack. Yeah, that was definitely looking sloppy. Right now is 9-8 on my end as I'm watching. I'm a little behind. But Minnesota in transition, getting there, get to the rack. That should be a jump ball, but I guess the hand is now part of the ball. So we'll take that at the top of the key. 9-8. 9-8 Knicks right now. All right. Let me see. Do I got a full box score? Let me switch that over. Let me see if I could get a full box score. No worries. Let's see. You got Julius Randle still at the free throw right now. Knocks it down. It's 11-8 on my end, but as you can tell, the scoreboard on it is a little higher. But let's see. You got Deuce at the top of the key. Dish it over to Brunson. Brunson get the screen. It's a switch. Dish it up back to back. Good lay-in as a tip pass from Cat back to Brunson. Brunson gets to the rack. Gets the layup. Minnesota got Randall at the top of the key. Let's see what Randall can do. He's about to post up Brunson. Deuce comes in, almost steals the ball and does. Brunson on the floor to Mikal. Mikal throws the alley-oop to Yaba. Sally, get in there. Knicks in the transition right now. Yabusele, 95 percentile in fast break buckets. Let's put that out there. Let's definitely put that out there. Yabusele gets buckets in fast break. So the lineup that we got out right there right now, the lineup we have out there right now, pardon me, it's Mikal Bridges, Cat, Brunson, Yabusele, and Deuce McBride. Right now, Bridges still with 5 points. You got Brunson with 4. Yabusele just came in with that transition bucket. 11 to 12, Knicks, Minnesota. I like what I see so far. Good effort. Want to see some more sets, more fluent sets, but I like the fast break, get things going. Cat, I want to see Cat at the high post more since we got Yabusele in. Have Cat at the high post. Triangle sets. You know I love my triangle sets, right? You know you could have multiple shooters on the wing during that set and just let Cat kind of facilitate. They go through whoever's on them, he could back him down, go ISO 101. So let me see. Hold up. Look, video right up there. If I could play that back. Let me play that back real quick. Let's play this back. Right? Triangle set. This is the triangle right here. You got Mitch come in right there. Boom. He could just cut through, get to that. But just imagine if that's Cat at the high post. Cat high post. Boom. Let my cutters cut through. He could back it down. If not, they run a pick and roll on the opposite side. They could come off for a floppy, dish that off. That's a 3. Like I want our offense to kind of flow like that. It's going to take time. You know, they only played Philly the first 2 games, so those are live action against other defense. Lately, they've been going against themselves. So now you get in the NBA defense. They get to work on these things and see how it. But I'm happy, definitely happy with what we can do this year. This year, easily top 10 in offense. We just got to focus on the defense. I think we just got to focus on that defense. We got to. But how we feeling tonight, Chad? If you're here, please hit that like button. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed. I am trying to get my subscribers up. I want to start doing giveaways like every 50 every 500 new subs. I'll do, jersey giveaway, or I want to do, once I hit 1,000 subscribers, I do want to give away some tickets to a Knicks game. That's definitely in the budget for that. But ultimately, for my fans, for my subscribers, people that interact, I definitely want to get them involved, and give out free gear. I got delusional Knicks fan gear that I want to start giving out and stuff. But once I hit these markers, I definitely want to start throwing that out there, because we're actually rolling, and we're back to the game now. You got Anthony Edwards bringing that ball up, pass it over to, I don't know who number 1 is. There's going to be a lot of number 1s. That's not Nas Reed though. I gotta see who's number 1. Is that Bringinger? I don't know who Bringinger is, but fast break. Actually, no, Nas Reed is 11, right? Pass it over to Ant. Ant pull up for the 3. We got to get tighter on a 3-point shots. Jalen Brunson bringing that ball up, going on Jalen Daniels, pass it up to Yabusele. Yabusele shoots the 3. Those contested 3 for Yabusele, please stay away from that. As Anthony Edwards gets into the rack, passing it out to McDaniels. McDaniels cuts through, tries to Europe through, and called for a foul. It's not a foul, ladies and gentlemen. That's not a foul, but we'll take it. We'll take it. Right now, to my end, it is 14-12 as Jaden McDaniels is at the line. Jaden McDaniels is a solid player. It's another guy that's up there for, like defensive player of the year, or top in all NBA in defense. So hopefully OG can make that transition. To me, it's like one of our key defensive player. He guards a lot of the dominant league players. There's no reason for OG not to be in a defensive category. Now, granted, you have that dude from Atlanta who's going to be problem. You got the Thompson brothers who are legit problems. But I think OG plays a pivotal role in at least all defensive third team. He's not going to get defensive player of the year, but at least that. As Knicks run they set at the top of the key, Cat pulls up from deep. It's a bad shot selection from Cat. Rebound back. Brunson gets into the paint with the floater. No good. I don't know. See, look, Minnesota plays a long lineup, and it's looking like the Knicks are having trouble defending the long lineup as the Yabusele pulls the chair on him, pass it to Cat. Cat gets into the paint and a foul. Yeah, Cat be moving. He be moving crazy. But he can't take those fouls like that. I forgot early in the year when Cat was constantly going to the paint. By the middle of the year, we were worried about Cat and them knees, right? You saw he kept rubbing them knees all year. So Cat in that transition got to be scared as he goes to the line. Let's see if he knocks down that first free throw. First free throw, cash money. Cash money for Cat right now, 13-16. As we got some substitution. We seeing Clarkson first time stepping foot on the Garden. First time stepping foot on the Garden floor. As we got Clarkson, McBride, Brunson, Towns, and OG. So we're going with a smaller lineup. We're going with a 3-guard lineup, OG and Towns. I like that. We're going against Edwards, Reed, Berger, Shannon, and Dillingham. Dillingham is nice as Ant is still like he's playing point guard, bringing the ball up on a pick and roll, pull up 3-pointer. It's too easy. Where was the help defense on that rebound by Cat? Deuce in transition, brings the ball and dish it out up to the top of the key. Cat goes into the paint, attacks again, and one by Cat. We'll take it. So Cat attacking the basket. This looks good. This looks good. I like Cat attacking the basket, but, you know, stop dropping to the floor. Let's see. Gets in there. Reverse. Oh, that's the left hand. Okay, Cat. We like that. We like. As Claude says, so nice they show it twice. As Knicks take the lead. 17-17 as Cat knocks down the free throw. All right, let's see. Let's bring this out. I didn't bring this out all year yet. So let's lock up. You got Jordan Clarkson or Dillingham. Top of the key. They're running the set over to Anthony Edwards. Another pick and roll. Look like they're in a zone coverage as they are shrinking the top of the key. Dillingham with the pick and roll. OG gets up on it. Nas Reed pulls up for the 3. No good. That's what I'm talking about, Knicks. Knicks in transition. Jordan Clarkson just catches and shoot. He didn't even let the ball touch the floor. I still think that's bad shot selection. I would have attacked, but we'll still take it. Let's go. You got Jordan Clarkson guarded by Anthony Edwards. Staying in, and they called a swipe. We got to stop swiping. Play defense with your legs, not your hands, Clarkson. But we'll take it as at the moment it is 16-17 Knicks. Ronnie, yeah, nah, it's Ant. We talking about Ant. You 100%. You 100%, Ronnie. Ant he's going to transcend to GOAT status if he stays at the trajectory that he's at right now. That man is a problem. You know, last year I thought he shot too many threes. When the previous years he was just all over the court being aggressive, attacking the paint, getting into the free throw. But Ant definitely is going to be solid as he missed the free throw, grabbed his own rebound, mid-range jump shot is good as they go up right now 19-17. Jalen Brunson top of the key, almost does a dribble handoff to Deuce, fakes it, gets it back to Deuce. Mitch comes out on that pick and roll. That's a late pick and roll. I think Mitch needs to be up on that pick and roll earlier as he gets into the paint. What they call a charge. They call a charge. Actually, yeah, offensive foul, technical charge, same thing. On this play, it looks like Mitch got in his way and Dillingham just kind of sat there and waited on that. I like Brunson attacking, but like I said, our spacing still going to be an issue. Still going to be Julius Randle and Cat, former teammate battle, and that's going to be something, Ronnie. That's going to be something. Remember last year, we got the best. Cat got the best of Julius during those matchups early. As Dillingham gets into the paint, they call a goaltending on Mitch. Look, Minnesota is getting to the paint with ease on the Knicks right now. We kind of need to shrink that court. It's not like they knocking down crazy 3-pointers, but we'll take it. But yeah, we'll see what happens. Julius started out early, putting in that work, knocking down like 3 straight buckets on Cat. So we'll see as OG catch and shoots. OG. Let's go, OG. Come on, let's get this defense going. Let's get a stop, ladies and gents. You got OG on Dillingham. He gets around the pick and roll. Dillingham gets into the paint. OG blocked by Mitch. Let's go. Do we have the rebound by OG? Let's go, Brunson. That's Mitch. Defensive player of the year, Mitch. Mitch got to be in it. I'm sorry. Mitch got to average like 15 rebounds, 2 blocks. He gets a steal every game. He just got to get the points in. If Rudy Gobert can get it, so could what's the name? As let's move over for them ads. As a foul is called. Knicks right now staying in the game 21-20. 8 seconds left on the clock. Let's see if my Knicks can pull something off. As you guys know, my thing is behind. So let's see. Let's see. They bring into some defensive coverage right now as Dillingham sits down for Daniels. Let's see. Knicks run an out-of-bounds set. Passes it over. JB. Look like JB's playing the entire first quarter. Gets in. 3-point shot. No bueno. Ball gets through as, I don't know. Shaky first quarter. Shaky first quarter. Let's switch over. Let me drop that. Shaky first quarter for my Knicks. Let me see if I could bring up some stats really quickly. What is that? I want to bring up some stats. Very, very shaky first quarter. Let's go to box scores. See if we can bring up box scores and switch it over. All right, yeah, we could do this for now. All right, box scores right now. OG playing 8 minutes in that first quarter. You got Cat playing 10 minutes. So out of 12-minute quarters, Cat playing about 10, Mitch about 8, JB. That's like Melo numbers. Melo played the entire first quarter, and he usually sit the second. So let's see. Let me see. Giannis to the Knicks. Ronnie, I didn't even get into that yet. I was probably going to say that for halftime. But we don't got no draft capitals to kind of sell. We do next year. Where we accumulate, where we're able to trade back-to-back. We couldn't do it before because we had back-to-back picks that we kind of traded. So next year we might have some draft capital, and then of course Knicks going to make some in-season trade. Once they make in-season trade, hopefully we can grab some more. And the Wizards pick next year, hopefully it can convert into a first-round draft pick because that pick a couple years it hasn't conveyed rather. And if it's a top 8. Then the Knicks do not get it. If they fall into like 9 or whatever the case is, then the Knicks can get a high draft pick. And I know Milwaukee can utilize that pick. So I'm hoping that conveys, and then we can kind of give up some swap picks that we have. But who are we trading, Ronnie? Who would you trade for Giannis, right? Like, because you don't want to give up the entire ship. You can't. Obviously, I would keep Cat. And I will keep Brunson. And I think you got to part ways with OG and Mikal. I mean, that will only make sense. And Mitch, because Mitchell will be a free agent, so you could do a sign and trade and add him into that. Granted, you've given up a lot, but Giannis, this is a man for consecutive years, 30 and 11. This is a man for consecutive years. Prior to that, was giving you 25, 11, and 5 assists. It's a freight train. He's literally top 3 player in the league. Top 3 player in the league. You got to go for a top 3 player in the league. As we are back into it, as Jordan Clarkson is called for a while. So who we have on the court right now is OG, Mitch. We got Landry Shamet. So Shamet is making his first play into today's game. Deuce and Clarkson. So a lot of guards we're going in with OG playing some 4 while Cat is on the bench. So that means that we're not playing Hakaporti as much, as it's still early, as as OG pull up for the 3. Knicks is getting the 3s up, but is it staying? As Dillingham gets into the paint over Deuce midi, it is good. It is 23-20 right now as Deuce bring the ball up. So let's see what offensive set they're gonna run. Let's see. OG at the top of the key. Brings it down into the middle. At least they get the ball in the middle with Mitch. Mitch at the top, hands it off. Back to Clarkson. Clarkson backs out to Shamet. Ball is blocked. Rebound by Rudy Gobert. So the ball is moving. You know, you got individuals that can make these shots. So this is a weird lineup as we got a moving screen from Rudy Gobert. You know, looking at this lineup, OG, Mitch, Shamet, Bridges, McBride, and Clarkson. It's like, who's going to get these buckets, guys? Who's going to get the buckets? We have the system in play. How we're going to score? That's what I'm looking into. How are we going to score? How we're going to score? Let's see. If you ask me, I'm willing to trade Cat because Giannis is a better 2-way. This is facts. And Cat's help make the money work. That is true. And that way you can be able to keep one of Mikal or OG. Yeah, but Cat is still he's probably the greatest shooting big that's in the league. You know, a 7-foot power forward / center. And granted, you are 100% too that the defense, you know, that's atrocious. In order to win championships, you got to be able to play D. Giannis is way more athletic than Cat. But then it's like, what are you gonna? Yeah, we got to talk about that at halftime. I'm interested. It's a good point, but you want to pair Cat with Giannis. I think you have to, you know, just pairing. Hold on, as Clarkson get it to the paint, stop, pivot, mid-range jump shot. That should be cash, as it is cash. 22-23 on my end going in, but no, it's I don't know, man. Giving up Cat, and that's like, will Milwaukee want Cat too? You know, especially Cat is not that old. But I think they would want more of a package of maybe Mikal, OG, and Mitch. That's a better package to me. I mean, granted, oh my God, as DiVincenzo, we see him just go bunkers in the Garden plenty of times, knock down this 3-pointer, as it is 26-22. Knicks are playing behind as Deuce gets into the paint, mid-range jump shot, passes to Jordan Clarkson. Jordan Clarkson misses the 3. Yo, Jordan Clarkson in this 3-point percentage is looking very shaky as Dillingham passes it over to the paint, and the hook shot is good by Naz Reid. As it is 22-28. Deuce bring the ball up. They run a pick and roll with Mitch. Deuce pops the early 3 in and out. It's a lot of one and dones right now. A lot of one and dones. It's Naz Reid at the top of the key, guarded by OG. Missed that rebound by Mitch. Mitch is grabbing these boards. Mitch got 6 rebounds, 5 defensive, 1 offensive right now. They said Mitch was a horrible defensive rebounder, but he's doing his thing. As Clarkson gets into the paint, pump fakes it. Another mid-range jump shot. It's looking good. It's looking good. 28-24. as number one. Who is number one? I gotta look at this number one. Number one on the that has to be Shannon. Okay, that's Shannon. As slides, that's Landry Shamet with the sidestep three, knocks it down. As we are 27 to 28, we like that. And Shamet is playing good. Now, will he make the team? It's a question. As Rob Dillingham wide open for the 3-pointer. What are we doing, Knicks? What are we doing? As the ball is starting to drop now for Minnesota, as Knicks, they're like, I granted, they like to surround the paint to help out, but you're on the weak side. Stay with your man. Stay with your man. It seems like the Knicks always got a problem when it comes to 3-point shooting and playing defense. Stay with your man, guys. Stay with your guys. As OG's 1 for 3 right now. Mitch still grabbing boards, but only have 1 point from the free throw line. Shamet knocks down a 3. And Jordan Clarkson is 2 for 4, 50% from the field. As he made 2 mid-range jump shot, but missed 2 3-pointers. Right now on the betting odds, guys, I am not a gambling man, but occasionally I do put in bets. So right now on ESPN Bet Sportsbook, ladies and gents, they have the Knicks as a minus 120 to win the game. But they also have Minnesota as a minus 115. So they got the Knicks winning the game. So you put that money on the Knicks. Me, I am a money line guy. I like to do money line. Money line is pretty much who's winning, who's going to lose the game. I'm a money line guy. So 140 Knicks money line, I will take that. But at the moment, the Knicks are playing atrocious. But when the bench comes in and we get some bench plays, it might change. So let's see. Ronnie, what we talking about, Ronnie? Ronnie said Rob Dillingham got to take a leap this year for Minnesota. Oh, 100%. 100%. Uncle Mike, that Father Time catching up. Yeah, that's true. But no, Rob Dillingham, I was high on him early. Didn't he play before he got to the NBA? Wasn't he like on the G League Elite or something, or like one of those other leagues? That dude like is phenomenal. He's quick, got the mid-range jump shot, got the 3-point jump shot. He's shifty. His game just needs to translate to the league. You know, it's tough for these small guards to come in the league and dominate, but giving him an opportunity, I think he'll be solid. I think he'll be solid. He played in OT. Yes. Yes, he did go to Kentucky. That's right. Look at my man, Ronnie. No, we're going to have to put you on the stat, Ronnie. Yo, the Thompson's twin played the OTE too. Yeah, that's what it was. Yep. And it's funny. They dipped after that. Hold up, Jackal. What it do, Jackal? Welcome back, Jackal. Feel like it's been forever. Nah, I have nothing but appreciation for Randall. That is 100%. We love Julius, even though he was playing high. Julius was playing high at the Garden. We got nothing but love for Julius. We wish nothing but the best for Julius because he's at the happiest he can be right now. Once a Nick, always a Nick moniker. He pretty much brought us back when he came here and gave us numbers. He made us relevant. And that's all I can ask for Jules. As the Knicks are back, look like they running cat with some high post moves. Dish it up to Mikal. So we got Mikal back in. Midi Mikal gets into the paint. Come on, Mikal. Passes it out as he turns the ball over. Come on, guys. We still not in position as they pass it up to number 1. Knocks down the 3, which is Shannon. Shannon is catching fire right now as it is 34 to 37. Nick should be running automatic sets. Where are these automatic sets as guys are late to the offense? So we got Cat in the post, Cat at the mid-range. He's got stuck, pass it up to Clarkson. Clarkson doesn't use the screen, pull up as he okay. Clarkson, you got to knock that, Clarkson. Wide open 3, no good for Clarkson as he is taking all the shots right now. And he is not efficient. Clarkson, what's going on as he gets to the paint and foul? Wait, is Jordan Clarkson going to be one of those players for us that is like, yes, 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 no, 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 yes, 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 on certain plays? Cause man, like, granted, he stated he's gonna get these shots up. He's 2 for 6. You 0 for 4 for 3. Now we knew going into that Jordan Clarkson 3-point percentage wasn't that high, but we figured when he was playing with Cleveland, he was a better 3-point shooter. Granted, he was younger, played great defense on that championship run that they had with Cleveland. So what's like, come on, you can make these shots, man. Talk to me, A. I feel like all of our paint touches take too much effort with no result. I totally agree. But is it from the pace? Is it the fact that they're taking their time once they get into the paint, or when they get into the paint, it's crowded. There's no spacing. I think that once anybody attack, the spacing it's not there. We don't have guys spaced up. As Julius Randle at the top of the key, post up, mid range, pump fakes, turns the ball back to Gobert. Gobert, easy bucket. I think Clarkson has to do this. You think so? You think Clarkson? I don't know. But he got to make them for me. He got to make it for me. As top of the key, you got a dribble handoff with Mikal. I like this triangle action right here. But it's like you said, everybody is too tight. And a bad shot again from Clarkson. Yeah, we got to work. It's still early. We got to work on the offense. As DiVincenzo misses the wide open 3. As Jordan Clarkson grabbed the rebound. We don't need Clarkson to get upset, but Cat almost travels the ball, but is fouled. Now, Bones, I actually wanted Bones to be on the Knicks. We could have picked him up, but everybody was like, no, why do we need another crazy guy? Since Clarkson's always ready to square up, though. That is a fact. That is a fact. We need that aggression, Ronnie. We need that aggression, but we got to be smart. It's preseason, It's preseason. I expect Cat to be more aggressive on that last series of Clarkson shot. That's true, but I guess he's more passive. They know that Clarkson, they trying to get him in the groove. But yeah, these guys, they need to find their spots and know when to attack, when to be timid. So that's the thing. Let's switch it over. As Brunson gets into the paint, Brunson is fouled. Is that foul or they call a block? They call a block, actually. I thought that he would get into the paint. Oh, no. Oh, yeah, no, they call that a foul. That's a foul. He should be getting to the line, though. 36-29 right now. My Knicks is down. Out of bounds play. Pass it over to Brunson. Brunson, high pick and roll with Cat. Brunson gets into the paint. Kick ball. Another turnover. Is it after all that? Can't let Clarkson. Hold on, I gotta switch. It's tough to kind of read it on that end. Oh, maybe I can move it over here. Let me move the chat sign over here. Let's see. All right, that'd be better. Hold on. Pass it up to Ant. Who's open? Julius wide open. Corner 3 ball. Is that good? In and out. Tap back from Gobert. Back over to DiVincenzo. DiVincenzo to Edwards. Edwards said he want to work on his post game. Let's see if he got the over the shoulder pump. We got the bump fade. No legs on that, but he grabs the rebound again as Knicks give up multiple offensive rebounds. What is going on? Says, let me see. After all of that, can't let Clarkson tell you when you want the ball. It's true, Ronnie. Dante was perfect for us, y'all. For y'all bench, though. He was more than perfect for our bench. Then when he got the starting lineup, Dante to me was the Nick for us. He was like John Stockton coming in, getting those buckets. DiVincenzo, like his ability to draw the defense was aware where Dante was at when he was with us, which freed up a lot of space for Julius at that time, OG and Brunson. Then, of course, he handled the guard duties for us, which took the ball out of Brunson's hands sometimes, and he was able to create. So when that trade went down, Ronnie, I was devastated. I was devastated. Even though we got one of a great series that we had last year, going all the way to the Eastern Conference Finals, but we still lost. I thought Cat was perfect. Cat actually got us in the Detroit series. Cat played a pivotal role in that Detroit series and key buckets down the stretch. So, and Dante the year before held us down in that Philly series. So it's hand in hand. But Ace said agree was the cost to get Cat though. Was the cost to get Cat. True. Yeah, definitely. Would you reverse the trade if you could? Oh, right, man, that's tough. That's tough. I would. And this is why I would reverse the trade. When we did the trade, Knicks was playing the best basketball during that January, February time period all the way through. Before the year before when we got OG, and it was OG, it was Mitch. Mitch wasn't there. It was OG, it was Julius, it was DiVincenzo. Like we were rolling. That it was perfect. Then of course, Julius had the injury that messed us up, and we kind of fell back. But we were like one of the top teams, and then the following year we bring in Mikal, so we would have been deep. The issue was the center spot. I know that's what Tibbs was worrying about, but you still would have had Deuce, still would have had Brunson, we would have had Hart, you would have had Mikal, you would have had OG, and DiVincenzo. Like, you still had the shooting, you still had the size with Mikal coming in playing wing stop ball. Just imagine a lineup of Brunson, DiVincenzo, Mikal, OG, and Randall running that five, that small five. Oh my God. Now, granted, we would have still had to get rid of Tibbs, because I don't think Tibbs would have had the correct offense to run that team, because he barely played the bench, even though we had a trash bench. But he would have had to play the bench because Josh Hart would have came off the bench. It was a lot. And we lost iHeart too. So yeah, he would have been going off of that. So it's good. But as we start the quarter, my Knicks are getting down in a deficit right now, as they running a high pick and roll. Ant is really aggressive on these pick and rolls. He is guarded by Jalen Brunson, in and out, tween, dribbles right into Cat. So he wanted, so the base, oh my God, hits JB with the post up Jordan fadeaway. You could tell they added that into his offensive scheme. He was on a smaller guard on him. Everybody cleared. He got into that box, the post, and went to work. So kudos to their coach for implementing that for them. As Mikal gets into the paint, left hand layup, no good. Why he didn't throw it off the glass? Why a finger roll? As Minnesota gets in transition, gets into the paint, layup is good by McDaniels. Knicks are down on my end, 40-29, as a timeout is called. Actually, no, a foul is called. I don't know. So in this situation with the coach, I'm like, why coach is not? I don't see coach up being aggressive with the guys. All right, I don't see him up being aggressive with the guys. Giants winning 73. Appreciate you, Danny, because all my monitors are all over the place. So I appreciate that. Let's go. Hopefully our defense will come in against Philly. We definitely going to need it. As Brunson, high pick and roll. Brunson looked like he wants to take this as he stops and pops for three.
3-point goal.
3-point goal. We'll take it by JB. We got to get this defense going. All right, Anthony Edwards gets it to the paint, passes it over to Bones. Bones back into Anthony. Deuce with the swipe. Ball falls out. Back into the hands of the Julius. Julius guarded by OG. Anthony Edwards, mid-range post. Turn around. Let's go. Rebound by Deuce. Deuce on the fast break. See why guys are not running in transition. Cat pulls up. pops a three. That is a bad three, Cat. That is a bad three. As Julius brings the ball up, look like Julius wants to get the work going. Pass it up to Nas Reed. Quick three, no good. Run. Why are we not running? This is where you need to run. We're bringing the ball up slow. But I like the fact that OG brought the ball up. OG is blocked down to Brunson with the offensive rebound. Now he gets in the set. He gets into the post. Right-hand layup. It is good by JB. Good offset as it is 40-34. Knicks are down by 6 on my end as we need to play some defense, though. Let's go. Ant gets it to the paint. Turn around. Step back three. Pass it over to Julius. Julius looks like he traveled. Gets it to the paint. Almost a block shot. Rebounds back to Julius. Julius bumping on Cat. 2 Knicks. Let's go. Good turnover. Let's go, Cat. Let's go. Let's go. Said, I hope the Giants beat the Eagles. I'm sick of them. Eagles is good with their tush push. But yeah, I'm a Giants fan, Ronnie. So we need that W. I need that W. As Knicks are getting to their sets. They're running the down screen. OG another down screen. Cat gets into the paint. They call the offensive foul on the hook. I don't know why we shoot 25 threes already. Well, hey. This is the offense that they said they want to do. They want to get more 3-point shots up. That's what they said. They want to get, but I'm thinking quality threes, right? Quality threes make sense. They want to get more 3-point shots up. I say, let's be efficient threes, right? Give me some wide open, not contested. There's a lot of contested threes. As Daniels get into the paint, rebound by Cat as they call a foul. Let's go right now. Let's see. So on the court, we got Bridges, OG, Towns, Brunson, and Deuce. So we're going with a 2-guard lineup. Mikal at the 3, OG at the 4, and Cat at the 5. So with the offense, we're still seeing OG at the 4 a lot, which I like. You know, especially when Julius is on the floor. But then, of course, they got Nas Reed. So they got 2 interchangeable bigs that could kind of space the floor. So with Cat and OG, I think, you know, defensively they can, you know, Cat can help out if OG get beat and vice versa. Says I'm more mad at the horrible takers at the rim. Oh, yeah, the horrible takes at the rim. Yeah. But like I said, my Knicks, their Brunson is so used to driving in the lane when he's in his ISO and everybody's spacing out. In their sets, it's looking like he's countering the plays and attacking. You know, so when he does that, everybody's not in their proper spot. That could be a situation as it is 40-36. So we got the pick and roll coming off. The spacing with Minnesota is good as OG blocks the shot, but they call a foul. Who they call a foul on? As that's a perfect. Oh, they call it on Mikal. Okay. Okay. Yeah, where's the foul, ref? That's a bad call. That's a bad call. But we'll take it. We'll take it. OG finally look like there's I don't know if that's dreads or locks. You guys tell me what he got going on right now. I know there's two different things going on. But as Anthony Edwards knocked down a free throw, it is on my end. Hold on, as they talk about the next Knicks game, which is Monday, October 13th, down to Washington. It feels like we play the same team every year, honestly. As Brunson gets into the paint, he fakes the dribble handoff. Brunson going ISO, pumps fake, throws it up, and he is fouled. Okay, we like that set. So that looked like that could be an ISO play for that. I'm more mad at the horrible takes. Right hand. What's up with the right hand, eh? As JB gets the foul going, 42-36 on my end. As the Knicks is trailing behind, but we're easing through. As Brunson knocks down the shot, Jalen Brunson right now 11 points, 4 for 9 from the field, 1 for 4 from 3 with 2 rebounds and a donut for Jalen Brunson on this assist columns. JB need to start making these assists. Bridges' right hand on that foul on Ant. Oh yeah, I didn't see that. It was just pretty quick for me. As Anthony Edwards bring that ball up, running that pick and roll again. What we call? Wait? How's that a call on Mikal? We gotta take a look at that. Giants 14-3. What's going on, Giants? Let's go. Okay. We need to get another wide receiver, but I'm down though. Let's go. I wonder if Philly taking it easy on us. Is Mikal is got to get that dinger out his arm, as they call it, timeout. So I want to definitely bring this up. This was a funny thing I heard. So someone told me, I read an article, well, not even an article. I was on Twitter, and I put up a post that I'm excited about the head coach. Mike Brown was my initial coach that I liked. AJ Brown incoming trade request. Look, tell him to come to my Giants. We could give up a draft pick, but I think what we should do is trade Russ to get a high draft pick, or we could get a wide receiver from trading Russ. That'd be good for me. But yeah, speaking of coach, I was like, yo, I'm excited for coach. I think he's good. I think he's great. He's ultimately the coach that I wanted from before because of him winning games and all of that, and having a winning record and playing in systematic systems. He was under the coach Pop tree. You're keen to having motion sets. You're keen to running the triangle. So these are systematic offenses that everyone will. This man said that Mike Brown is just a winning coach with what's the other coach we had that damn near lost every game? He was down in Miami for a minute, not as a coach, but like an assistant coach. Damn, what's that coach we had, guys? I totally forgot his name. Kind of fucked up my story, but it's fine. I forgot his name. Hey, you can help me out on this. What's the coach we had that was a horrible coach during a Porzingis time period? I'm trying to remember his name. But pretty much, yeah, they said coach is just a similar version to him. Nah, I probably got to pull it up now because I'm losing my mind. Give me a second. Who's as I type this in real quick. Who's the old head coach? Nah, not Hornacek. Hornacek wasn't it. I'm about to pull it up. You gonna know who I'm talking about. This dude with David Fizdale. That's who it is. David Fizdale. They compared Mike Brown to David Fizdale with how he explains everything and he smiles all the time and stuff. And I was like, damn, how you compare him to David Fizdale? As a long rebound, Jalen Brunson back up for the three, which is a short shot. Bald head with a gorgeous wife. Look, we'll take it. I haven't seen his wife though. I gotta see how the wife looks. As it's 38-42, Anthony Edwards at the top of the key. Let's see what Ant does. As he got an ISO on Mikal, they run a pick and roll to get Brunson on him. Brunson is staying as he attacks, gets into the paint, and it is a bucket. As that's a hard bucket from him. Jeez, my Knicks at the half. 44-38. As it's looking shaky. It's looking shaky for my Knicks. But he's going with a tight lineup though for the first half. First half, you got how many players played? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. No way. So OG, Cat, Mitch, JB, Mikal, Deuce, Yabo, Clarkson, and Shamit for the first half. It's crazy. Mike Brown has been a good assistant coach for the Warriors. Well, 100%. They 100%. He was a great coach when he had Braun. A great system. And he won Coach of the Year with the Kings, #1 in offense. His first year there. Second year, they still had a winning record, but I don't think they made the playoffs because the West is the prominent division, definitely prominent division. So, Mike Brown, he was the clear cut favorite for me. Unless we could have got I didn't see nothing in Jason Kidd. If we could have pried away Udoka from Houston, that's the only coach that I'm like, yeah, pry him away and bring him here. Everybody else, I was just like, no, give me Mike Brown, excuse me. Especially off his accolade, this man has a winning record everywhere he went. Everywhere he went, except for, I think it was a Cleveland year, which was a bad thing. I think he had a bad Cleveland year, but first half do's and don'ts. I'm starting off with Jordan Clarkson going 0 for 5 for 3. Our 3-point shot percentage right now total is atrocious. Knicks are shooting 14% from 3. 14.8% from 3. We're shooting 26.7 from the field goal right now. You can't win games not scoring and getting stops. We are grabbing rebounds for the most part. Cat has 9 rebounds. Mitch has 6. So that's good. Cat with 3 offensive, 6 defensive would take that. But Cat is being tentative. You're 1 for 7 from the field. You're 14%. That's not going to cut it, Cat. You are one of the top dudes on our team. You're actually probably Brunson is the best player, but for someone who is 7 foot and could put the ball on the floor and shoot threes, he should be the main focal point, getting easy buckets. But of course, Cat, I don't think Cat is soft, but we just got to make him primary. Mitch, we didn't see no alley-oops for Mitch yet. No offensive rebounds put back for Mitch yet. So we need easier buckets coming for Mitch. I think we need to create easy buckets. We only saw 1 entry pass to Mitch to set him up to get a bucket. That has to change. JB's 4%. That's still 40%. Cat trying to be a better Mitch right now. And grab the boards. Yeah, forget them boards. Make them 3-point shots. Get into the paint. But like you said, in the offense, they wanted to move him around more. They wanted to move Cat around and have him in different spots of where he's the 1 or the 2 or the 3 position-wise. But I don't know. No short corners or post catches for Cat at all. At all. And I'm like, seek the Mitch match. Get into that situation. There's been plenty of times where they ran, and I'm talking about Minnesota, they ran that pick and roll to get Brunson onto Edwards, and then for Edwards to back him down, get into the post, right? That was drawn up for that. We got to implement something like that. Cat got to learn to be more aggressive scoring the ball. This is true, because you saw in the Pistons series, he wasn't being aggressive, and then you saw him in the fourth quarter when he's hitting ridiculous shots. This is true. So I'm talking about all the screens and not wanting the ball. Yeah. So I think that's if he's going to play the second half. I don't know if he's going to, bench the guys, because they did play significant minutes. I'm looking. OG played 16 minutes. Cat 17. Mitch played 12. Brunson 17. Mikal 16. Deuce 15. Yabusele only 6. Clarkson with 9 and Shamit with 6. So it's crazy that we got Shamit into, someone who's on a exhibition 10 contract right now. He's in that lineup. Not Dadier. We wanted to see Dadier get some minutes. No Hakaporti. We didn't see no Hakaporti minutes. So trying to see what direction he's going with this. Is this stating that Shamit is working his way into onto the team and possibly be there. You know that he stated about Malcolm Brogdon. Brogdon was talking like he was brought here to play for the Knicks. You know, like this is what he's doing. Like it's an easy thing. I think Mike Brown's still trying to figure out what to do with Cat because he looks out of place. So true. But hey, it should be easy, bro. You have a big that could put the ball on the floor, space the floor, right? My initial thing is like, look, you see this triangle, eh? That's we haven't seen that yet. Big to big action to where Cat they run that. Let's see some big to big actions. Get him driving down a lane. Now, granted, he did have a couple of and ones, so you can do that, right? Or there's a couple plays that they do where Cat is on the wing, similar to what they did with Yabusele, and he isos on the wing. That's a triple threat. Get the shot up, backboard, right? But and then even in when he's trailing, get those shots up while you're trailing. You could get a trail 3-pointer here and there. But I think the difference between this games and the other games, we're not running like how we were running in Abu Dhabi in transition. So Minnesota could lock in on us defensive wise. And the crazy thing is Gobert, you haven't really heard Gobert as much. So I don't know. I think, yeah, I don't know. We'll see. But right now, my Knicks is definitely down. As we look around the league, you got Cleveland is up by 1 on the Bulls. We got Detroit basketball is tied up with Milwaukee Bucks. Giannis is saying he's going to stick out with Milwaukee, but he's saying 6 or 7 months. Who knows what his thought process is? And it makes sense because the Knicks, I think it's 6 or 7 months. Mikal's contract is eligible for trading. Because don't forget, the Knicks, we signed Mikal, I think, a month before Giannis and them talked to trade. So Mikal couldn't have been included in the trade. So I think when Mikal is eligible for trade, bye-bye, Mikal. You are Milwaukee Buck. And if you ask me, do I want OG and Mikal? It's clearly OG. Clearly OG. So, we'll see. I'm not convinced there is a solid game plan for the 4 and 5s on the roster if they're not hitting corner threes. Oh, so true. So true. Because it's based on them shooting. It's our offense is truly based on pure shooting, which is why they went and got Garrison Matthews. They went and got Matt Ryan. And who else? Landry Shamet and Clarkson, which is like pure guys that can get these shots up. And then we seen in training camp a lot of their sets and workout was transition corner threes. Like his first thing was obviously the big run in the floor and having your spacers run to the corner, right? Which will obviously can draw. The big is hitting that, draws it in, boom. You can either get the fast break with the center or you have your corner threes. So when OG first game, OG was running them corners, catch and shoot. We seen those highlights of OG sets, which is why he had like 13 points in the first quarter easily because it's perfect for OG. This offense is perfect for OG, which is why he's going to be playing a 3 and a 4 a lot. Okay, Philly making a comeback, but that's fine. It was inevitable. This probably was a tush push. Then of course the Hornets and the Thunder. I'm eager about the Hornets, man. Like, what are they gonna do with LaMelo Ball? They're gonna have to move LaMelo, honestly. Thunder. I don't think Thunder gonna repeat this year. That's my delusional take. Only the fact because I got Denver. I like what Denver did with trading. They got Johnson. They got another 6'8" wing that can play defense. and knock down key shots. I like what they're doing over there. Then they went and got a big. I think they went and got Valanciunas, which is going to be great for them. For whenever Jokic needs to sit, you got another European big that can put the ball on the floor. You can play them both at the same time. Like, that's just going to be phenomenal. So I think Denver can do something with that. Let's see. I heard the tush push might be signed off this offseason, really, because a lot of offseason almost got signed off by a few fields. But my thing is, why? Why are they making that a big deal, right? If your team could do it, do it, right? It's easy as that. If my team could do it, do it. It's part of the game. If I got the offensive linemen that are big enough to sit there and get up front and hold it down like that, and we could easily get those 5 yards, good it. Oh, they did a crazy play? Oh, okay. Well, look, my guys play defense. Hopefully we hold it down, as it looking like the Knicks opening night, Wednesday, October 22nd against Cleveland. That is going to be a phenomenal game to start us off. Like, get us there with a great test against Cleveland. Like, I'm with that. Let's get, because they clearly said Cleveland is going to be the best team in the Eastern. They think Cleveland is going to come out of the Eastern Conference. So let's pair up first. Let's get the early shot. Let's get them early. Because I remember last year we played Cleveland later in the year. And Cleveland just ran through us. But I had a feeling that if we would have met them instead of Indy in the Eastern Conference Finals, we would have did the same thing that we did with Boston. Because remember, Boston gave it to us that whole entire year. But I felt like we could have stayed with them because we were in play. And then we didn't have Mitch. But I think we could do it. It's because Eagles have been cheating with it so far. A lot of offsides too. Okay, so if it causes a lot of offsides, and refs are not calling it, then all right, cool. We can respect that. I can respect that. But for me, I thought the tush push was all right. I thought it was all right. Let's go to Twitter. See around the Twitter world what they talking about. Let's see what this is stating over here. It says the Iron Man streak. So Mikal played 556 games. AC Green leads the NBA with the Iron Man streak. That's what that says right here. Can I make it small enough? Probably not. So Mikal we got a long way to go. Oh, hold up. I might pull up really quickly what my Giants did over here. Can we put up this highlight real quick?
Interesting formation. Dart.
Let me mute that while it's halftime. So that's what I like. Dart gets out of the let's go. That's a good play. He can extend the play. Dart could extend the play. So I mess with Dart. He could extend the play, and I think that's why he's crucial for my Giants. The Hawks and Orlando have moves show what they think our impact last year. Hawks and Orlando moves show you what they think of our impact last year. Don't get me started with I think Atlanta is going to be a threat this year. Like, seriously. When they got Porzingis, and I'm gonna be completely honest, if Porzingis was healthy in that Boston series, we got nothing for Boston. I'm not even worrying about Tatum or Brown. You know, they always do their thing. KP was the one that scared the mess out of me. He's the one that I'm worrying about due to his shooting and how he spaced the floor. So what he does with him and Trey on a pick and roll, then you got nothing but 6'9" athletes that plays the both ends. Now Orlando with the shooting, the addition of the shooting, I think it's fine. Ultimately, Orlando goes as far as he scored first touchdown for us. That was what are you talking about? All right, look like we are back, ladies and gents. We are back at it. As Rudy Gobert is rocking the baldy, the Frenchman, it is going bald, the bald, as we are starting off. So Knicks are pressing right now. Actually, hold up. I could speed my thing up real quick because I was ultra behind. All right, let's see. Can I? Come on, guys. Let's get it live. Let's get it live. JB pulls up, passes to Yabusele at the top of the three. No good. Yeah, Knicks ain't making the three in the Garden right now. We've been overseas in Abu Dhabi too long that we can't. As Cat is fouled. Okay, you said Dart. Let's see. Hold on. I could see the Hawks making the conference finals if healthy. I wouldn't be surprised. They got the defense and the wings. They are solid. Pause. They are big. Pause. They got 6'7". Yep. Dyson Daniels. Zachary. Yep. Forgot about Zachary. Jalen Johnson. I like Jalen Johnson. So yeah, no, they're stacked. As Mikel pass it up, Yabusele gets into the paint. Pass it up, OG. We know OG's automatic, and it's no good. Oh, man. What is going on? Knicks are not knocking down their open three-pointers as Mikel on the fast break get the steal. Layup, it is good. Let's go, Mikel. Let's play some defense now. As it is 47-40. Knicks down by 7. DiVincenzo, top of the key. Pass it up to Ant. Ant get the screen from Gobert. Gobert, you got Cat in drop coverage. They use the Gotot screen as it is a turnover by Rudy Gobert. Ladies and gents, the Gotot screen. Don't forget about the Gotot screen. That is a infamous play that a lot of NBA teams utilize, which usually get the ball handler into the paint for an easy layup if the big is in the right position. As Brunson bring the ball up to Yabusele. So we got Yabusele starting. Mitch is on the bench, which is a different. And Cat is at the 5 trying to work and is to no avail. No bucket. As Rudy Gobert tried to bring the ball up. Strip. Cat. Oh, my God. Where's the foul, ladies and gentlemen? As DiVincenzo almost steals the ball. But he is down. Knicks are trailing by 5. 47-42 as Cat knocks it down. So, yeah, Knicks with their kleptomania, as Clyde calls it. As look at that, but great steal by Cat. Says, why don't teams use the go-touch screen more? It's literally unstoppable. That's so true. It's so true, Ronnie. So true. Knicks used to utilize that a lot under Tibbs. We did that a couple of times with Mitch. Not a lot, though. I'm going to say every now and then. But you're right. But I guess the defense needs to be in a certain position in order for you to kind of automatically run that set. But I would at least run it like 10 or 12 times a game if they're not adjusting and they're still getting on my hip. If I could get them on the hip, I'm running that all the time. I'm running that all the time, honestly. But 47-42, Brunson right now leading the Knicks with 11 points, 4 for 10, so 40% from the field. Anthony Edwards is 5'11". He has 14 points. Rudy Gobert is leading Minnesota with rebounds with 9. And Carlton Towns, similar, the same as well. He has 9 rebounds, 6 defensive, 3 offensive. And assists, we got Towns leading the Knicks with assists with 2 currently at the moment. Yeah. I wonder why he got Mitch sitting right now. And you going with Cat at the 5, Yabusele at the 4, Brunson at the 1, Mikel at the 2, OG at the 3. Evenly disputed stats. You know, Mikel with 8 shots, OG with 5, Towns with 9, Brunson with 10. So our guys are still getting the touches, the high volume touches, meaning Cat and Brunson, but everyone else is still getting opportunities. So kind of like that. I'm kind of rocking with that. So I don't know, but yeah, we'll see. Cat played like Mitch first half. He did. But I guess did they have him more at that five spot? So I guess that's what the position, the offensive positions are at that five spot, is for him to be at those certain angles or locations. Who knows? But he was in the paint to grab them boards, so we'll take that. We'll take that. But the Knicks have been playing somewhat defense. I think we got 9 still, so we'll take that. We'll take that. But the second half live odds, I'm looking at the odds. I told you guys I am not a betting man, but occasionally I get my hands dirty. As the betting odds went up, Minnesota is a minus 180. Knicks are a plus 115. So it looked like Minnesota is up on the betting odds to win this game, as there's a foul called. 47 to 42 is Yabusele called for the foul. Why am I behind on my stream is the question. But oh well, we'll rock it out. As DiVincenzo bring the ball into Ant. Ant is back on the post. They run a pick and roll. So it looks like they switch, but Mikel gets back. DiVincenzo gets into the paint, passes it out. Anthony Edwards for the wide open 3 from the ball movement. Knocks it down 50 to 42. So yeah, trust me, a lot of review going to happen from this game, especially defensively and offensively. As the Knicks run the dribble handoff, OG throws the ball away. You know what it is? Minnesota is just a better team than Philly, and we were looking like champions against Philly. So we're coming against a better team, a team that actually has cohesion, and Knicks are looking sloppy as Cat either turn the ball over or it's sloppy. But either way, Knicks get possession of the ball. Let's see. Yeah, my Knicks, man. My Knicks. As they run a down screen for Cat. Oh, actually, that's Mikel. Great cut by Mikel. 44 to 50 right now. I hope this is just a preseason look, because this is sloppy. It is. You know what it is? Hey, I would take it. You know, could be jet lag. You know, you just was out in Abu Dhabi for a while. You come back home. You probably only had 1 day off, and then you just went straight to practice. And you saying T-Wolves have more dogs? Oh yeah, definitely more dogs than Philly. So it's that is true, Ronnie. That is true. That is that is definitely true. You got McDaniels, you got Jules, even Goldberg, big body, and it's just like I said, he's a superstar, like legit. And if he's adding the post fade to his game, it's only going to elevate, and that's what I think he's legit at. Just oh man, if Kobe was alive and Kobe had a summer to work with Ant would be in that realm, because bro, this man is still young, back to back Western Conference Finals. He's only going to get better. He's only going to get better. 6 for 13, 2 for 5 for 3, 17 points. You know, so, and for him, I wouldn't even worry about trying to get assists this year. You know, let your point guard do that. Let DiVincenzo worry about that. 3 tush pushes in a row. That's crazy. For first downs, Danny? And only 24. Yes. It's only 24, Ronnie. Only 24. This man, he came into the league when he was 18 out of Georgia, 19. You know, and it's crazy. That year he came in, you know, I was thinking, oh, this draft class going to be dry. Like, you know, besides him, who else is going to kill? And like, is he even going to dominate like that? Ant proved me wrong. He proved me wrong. That man Ant is crazy. First in scoring. What they're on the goal line. Well, look, as long as my Giants is competitive, as much as I would love to see what they're doing right now, but it's fine. We gotta focus on my Knicks, who are down. It's down by 6 right now. At least we not too far out. Not too far out. Also, they challenged to play. That's what took it so long. Okay, they challenged to play. So Knicks is obviously going to get the ball back. Yabusele got no hang time. Okay, Philly scored a field goal. Okay. Oh, so they saw a foul on the replay, even though it went out of bounds on Yabusele. They're able to call the foul now. Oh, okay, I like that. That's a light shove, but I like that call, though. If we're able to do that, then that's perfectly fine. I like it. I like it. But if you're here and you rocking with me, guys, I appreciate you. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. We trying to do numbers like I stated before. This entire Knicks season, I want to start doing giveaways. I want to give away Knicks jerseys. I want to give away Knicks tickets. I want to do it all on my road to 1,000 subscribers. So please, if you're here, hit that button. Appreciate you guys. As Knicks do the dribble handoff with Brunson. Cat gets into the paint. And Cat misses the dunk attempt while he got to the paint. He was there as Rudy Gobert is fouled by Landry Shamet. That was a great set. I like the high pick and roll. Brunson hit Cat while he rolled, but Cat is not. It's not a good finisher when he gets into the paint. When there's like bigs in the lane, and he has to cut through. If it's somebody smaller and he's able to, but if I was Cat, maybe take that midi, right? I'll take that midi. You had nobody on you. Take that little floater. That is true too. Yes, whenever we go live, appreciate you, Danny. That's why Danny's my guy. Hit that notification too. When you hit that notification, gives you all notifications whenever I go live or whenever I add a post or whenever I add my shorts. So appreciate you guys. 50 and 44 right now as Gobert is at the line and he makes the shot. That's crazy. Look, we gotta get it going. We gotta get some subtraffic going. As Jalen Brunson gets into the paint, midi by Brunson is no good. As you got Minnesota on the fast break, Julius Randle. And it's crazy. Julius is not being as aggressive as he can as he passes the ball up. Gets into the paint by Jordan Daniels. No good. Rebound by OG. OG up to Brunson. Brunson on the fast break. He got numbers. Let's see. OG at the top. Pump fakes. He got Gobert on him. Should have took the shot. Dishes out to Cat. Cat got Oh, come on, Cat. You got Shamet. Pops the 3, no good. Knicks had, first of all, Cat had DiVincenzo on him. He should have attacked DiVincenzo. Granted, Brunson was cutting and he passed it to Brunson, but you got Gobert in the middle. Come on, guys. We gotta play smarter basketball and know your personnel. As DiVincenzo gets the alley-oop up to Gobert, but fouled by Anunoby as he goes to the line. I'm like, come on. Gobert back at the line. Let's see what Gobert got. And Gobert be knocking down them free throws, and his shot be looking crazy. His shot be looking crazy. 52 to 44 as Knicks can't get it going. I would go in a different lineup right now. This is Cat with Dante on him, and exactly that's exactly what I said. He's supposed to finish that, but Landry Shamet on the fast break. OG pump fakes. OG should have probably shoot that, but they run it to the set. There we go, OG. Left-hand layup. I like the attempt. That was a quick offensive set. I like that. I'll take it. As DiVincenzo gives it into Julius. Julius is fouled by Mikal. So I like the cut. I like the ball movement. Them Philly games was a teaser. Yo, tell me about it, A. Tell me about it. Like I said, we're going up against a good NBA team now that has cohesion, that played last year together. So there's no new coach. They're coming in with similar sets, and they're going to add new ones. But, yeah, no. Those Philly games, yeah. As a timeout is called by the Knicks, much needed timeout to get our Knicks involved to figure out what's going on. Anthony Edwards with 17 points, Jalen Brunson with 11, Rudy Gobert with 10 rebounds, Towns with 9. And that's another thing too. We if Cat is leading our team in assists right now, that's bad. You got OG and Towns right now leading us. It's crazy. JW, talk about us. Yo, we look like our offense is in a rut. That is 100%. Right? And we were just saying that the Philly game had us had us spoiled. We were running our sets, we was running in transition, we was getting anything. And you know what? Minnesota got tapes on us now. I guess that's what it was. Minnesota got tapes. So they're seeing what we're doing and they're taking away. You definitely need to put Brogdon in. I figured Brogdon was going to run with the second unit. Right now, I guess they're giving Shamit, some more run to kind of space the floor. And a lot of the starters are still playing right now. They're playing heavy minutes. They are playing heavy minutes right now. So we'll see. Agree with that Brogdon point. And Brogdon, he's a legit point guard. He's probably the only legit point guard that we have on the team. Someone that can run the offense. Not to say JB can't. JB's more of a scoring guard. But Brogdon, I don't know. Is his health there? Is he going to play more the fourth quarter? But yeah, this man didn't play at all. I'm surprised that our starters are still playing this long still. We need some direction with Brogdon. Our offense is like it needs direction. Yeah, definitely does. Jalen Brunson bringing the ball up, dribble handoff to OG. OG back to Mikal. So then, see, look, Cat was supposed to have been up more, I think. He's supposed to have been up earlier in that set. Now, JB, ISO JB, we're used to that. Mikal pull up for three-pointer.
3-point goal.
3-point is good for Mikal. We're going to need a lot more of that. We like the dribble rip through from Julius. I wonder who he learned that from. He learned that from JB. But you stay down on that pump fake. That's on a scouting report. Stay on the pump fake as he goes to the line. That's why the starter's still on the floor, because they can't figure out how to put 5 possessions together. Yep. That'll make sense. To me, honestly, I'm saving that for practice. We soon as the game done, we heading back to Terrytown and running some sets, because this is bad. But granted, we're only down 11. Actually, not even 11. We're only down 9. Excuse me. We're only down 9. So I'll take that. As Julius knocks down a free throw, as we only down 10 currently. 57-47. Entry pass to Mikal on the wing. Back up to OG. So we got the ball movement. Cat is still late on that pick and roll. OG! I like that possession. That's better. Take that charge. Let's go. Offense to defense. Let's go. We need a push right now. We need a push. So I like that set that they did. Move the ball side to side. You bring Cat up as a deterrent. Everybody's watching Cat, think he's going to do the pick and roll. Brunson passed that up real quick. OG's attack the basket. So that's legit. So now more urgency on the offense, right? They run that. Oh, about to run that floppy. Mikel, that's a midi for you, Mikel. Shamit, you got to pop it. OG, come on with the pump fakes. Move the ball around.
3-point
OG Ananobi. OG knocks it down. Knicks defense getting it into right now. We're trying to make a comeback. As Ant pulls up for the three off the dribble, grabs his own rebound. We got to get the defensive rebound guy. Turn around, mid-range jump shot, no good. Brunson on the fast break. Let's go, JB. We got numbers. You got to take it. Oh, JB didn't know what to do on that floater. As Ant stops, pops for the three-pointer, no good. Rebound by Brunson again. Brunson getting the rebound. Stop and pop by Fields. No good. I said Fields. Landry misses that as the vacillating pace. We moving that ball low. We getting that speed up. Now we getting the game. As a pick and roll with DiVincenzo. DiVincenzo gets into the paint. Stolen by Mikel, but right back. Oh my God. Open three goes down. What's up with my Knicks? 60-52 on my end. Jalen Brunson dribble handoff back. They run the pick and roll. Brunson gets it. Whip it off to Mikel. Mikel for the three. No good. Oh, good tip for Brunson. As Shamit gets into the paint. Pass it to Mikel. Running three-pointer. Let's go. We like that baseline. Let's get some defense going, guys. Let's get some defense. You got Ant at the top of the key. Mikel guarding. We like this. They run a pick and roll. They switch. We're seeing a lot more switches this year. A lot more switches. Back to Julius. Julius on Mikel. Back out as Ant almost dropped OG, but misses the mid-range. We like that. JB, come on. JB bringing the ball up. He's moving too slow for me. He's moving too slow. They run a dribble handoff to Cat. Cat almost entry. Cat gets into the paint. Throws it up. No good. No foul called. Bad move by Cat, but we'll take it as they got numbers. And let's go. Rudy Gobert with the foul on JB. We'll take it right now. Talk to me, J-Dub. Well, we got J-Dub. Talk to me. Let me see. This is why you don't get hype on the first two games. We still a work in progress. This is so true. We have to push the ball and get into our sets. That's what I'm saying. Faster, faster. Landry needs to make his shots. Right. While we got him in the game, if he's not pulling those triggers and he ain't shooting. So it's 100%. 100%. Let's get it going. Let's get this. Let's go Knicks chance going. As JB running a pick and roll. They gets into a pass to Yabo. Yabo for the three. No good. Rebound by Cat, and he is fouled. Yeah, I don't. Here's my. Let's bring it up. Here's my take with Yabusele in the threes that he takes for the Knicks. Right. It was easier when he was with Philly because he was playing the five, and a lot of the bigs were dropping off. Right. So he was in a better position to shoot these threes. With Yabo at the four, right, it's a lot of contested shots on him, and he's not dropping it. And he shot 36% from three last year. So hopefully he could get it going. But I think he's like he only made one 3-pointer out, like maybe 6 or 7 threes that he took his entire time with the Knicks. So it'll take time. He got to knock. I think the whole team need to start knocking down their threes. As Cat knocked down a free throw, 56-60. Knicks is still in the game. As on my end, we're down by 2. As we got the defense going. As they run a dribble handoff, pass it over to McDaniels. McDaniels no good as the ball. Let's go. Good defense by the Knicks. Jalen Brunson bringing the ball up. JB, what you going to do with it? JB at the top. JB pulls for a 3. JB, that's not a good shot. as Minnesota's in transition, almost turned the ball over, swipes it up. McDaniels almost dunks it, gets it through, and one as Cat swipes the ball for who was that? Shannon. Shannon. So yeah, they're out rebounding us too. They are out rebounding the Knicks. That's another factor that's kind of killing us. As Mikel is turning the Jets on for us in the second half. Mikel with 15 points, 6 for 12. We got a Dottier sighting. Dottier. And I think Dottier knows that he's going to get traded. So he knows that he's coming in the game for advertisement. So hopefully that doesn't, diminish his ability to score, because it's going to be on your brain mentally. Like, we got drafted by the Knicks. You wanted to be here. He took less money to be here. So to be in trade rumors, it's going to hurt, the second year player, but it happens. Why is it so hard for us to finish defensive possessions? Rebounding positions. Are we boxing out? Do we have more bodies in the paint? Oh my God, as we lose another Minnesota get an offensive possession. As you got a post play coming up, Yabusele's on him as he is good, as Naz Reid hits a post move on Yabusele. That's crazy. Knicks with the dribble handoff. We got Deuce in the game. Dottier, what are you doing, Dottier? Where's the confidence, Dottier? Where's the confidence? Oh, Knicks turn the ball over. Well, my thing is, have these individuals on the floor right now, have they played together? Have they played numerous times? You got Brunson, Yabusele, Shamet, McBride, and Dottier. So we got Yabusele playing the 5 right now. Okay. And Dottier's at the 4. Good defense, but just better offense by Naz Reid. Naz Reid is like, I see food right now. So he's going in. Dottier, come on, Dottier. Yeah, so Dottier's at the 4. So I guess Mitch is not. Okay, JB gets in there. Bad angle on that. Why is JB still in the game? We got to get JB out. As Dillingham, alley-oops, as Minnesota is starting to take over right now. At his 68-56. Deuce pulls up and is fouled as he's hobbling. I wonder, no intentional, but he's checking himself out. And he looked like he playing in the Bacons. Is that the Bacons he got on? Bacons is solid basketball kicks. Not gonna lie. Solid basketball kicks. This is down to earth, and I think, you know what, this is possibly what the Knicks needed, to be honest with you, because we were on a high horse with those 2 Philly games. So we actually coming back and playing a contended West Coast team, and they had to travel to New York. So there's no reason for my Knicks to not be up and ready. Jordan Clarkson, this is your first game in the Garden. Yabusele, this is your first game in the Garden. As a Knick, you kind of stinking it up right now. But Jalen Brunson, 4 for 14, 1 for 6 for 3. So I think we need to put the pride aside. Get to our set, get the ball movement, and we'll be all right. And we'll be all right. I'll put that there. But 68-56, Knicks are not really showing a fight right now. As Minnesota scored 24 points in this quarter, Knicks only 18. And obviously, if we're supposed to play with the pace, we are not showing that tonight, as we only scored 20 points in the first quarter, 18 in the second, and currently 18 in the third with 2 minutes and 8 seconds left to go. So Deuce will be shooting 3 shots as he was fouled by McDaniels to kind of check himself out. So let's see. Yeah, it's not looking good for my Knicks. we are still, at least we're not down by 20. If he's down by 20, then that'd be a different story. We're still in the game as I'm waiting for Deuce to make some free throws. Deuce at the line. First free throw up. No bueno as he misses the free throw. Come on, Deuce. Come on, Deuce. Deuce step up to the line. Get it. And mind you, Deuce last year was 41 from the field, 37 from three-point line. I know the year before that, Deuce was shooting over 40% from three. And I want to say he was in the high 40s. As Danny comes up and say Giants Scatterboo scores 20-17. Let's go, G-Man. Appreciate you, Danny. As Deuce right now putting the pressure on Dillingham. I like that. As the lineup we got right now is Yabusele, Deuce, Clarkson, Landry, and Dadier. So we're going with a small lineup as Yabusele at the 5. So let's look at that. So Yabusele, I like him at the top of the key. Let him orchestrate. Like I said, I want it. You'll give it to him. Come on, Yabo. Okay, good dribble handoff. Clarkson, get it to the paint. That's all you, Jordan. Oh, we like that. Good ball movement. I like that. I like that. We working on the clock. We're working on the clock. Ronnie said it feels like a lot of people writing T were off this year because they lost Nicole. Nah, I don't think so. I mean, granted, like I said, I think Denver will be there, but with Ant, I think their issue was like their backup point guard situation. So if Dillingham could actually get minutes this year, last year he really didn't. If he can get minutes and showcase, I think it'd be good. As Jordan Clarkson gets into the paint, misses that. Now you got Minnesota in transition. Let's see how the Knicks play it in a block by Landry Shamet. Great transition defense as he gets back and blocked a shot. Let's see. He was in that was a great position. But like you said, Dillingham is a short guard. So it's going to be tough for him to get those minutes. But yeah, I don't think we're going to write him off. I feel like a lot of they got dogs, believe it or not. Nas Reed pull up for the 3-pointer, no good. We got Brogdon in the game. Brogdon passes it out to Clarkson. Brogdon coming in. I don't know, Brogdon coming in. What's that with that aggression at? He should be coming in. High pick and roll. Pass it up. Dadier, be aggressive. Let's go for the pass up to Deuce. Deuce for 3.
3-point goal.
Let's go, Deuce. 68-63. Knicks trying to make a comeback. Can I get some defense? Who we got at the top of the key right now? That look like Shannon, number 1 in Minnesota. Shannon got the ball at the top of the key to run a high pick and roll. Oh my God, as Deuce drops off way too. Deuce. What are my guys doing? Right? What are my guys doing? I'm trying to find a good screen, but it's damn. That's a pivotal play, right? Why are you sagging off? You're on the weak side. You're sagging off heavy, knowing that Nas Reed is a solid 3-point shooter, right? Granted, you want to close the paint. I would rather give up 2 than a 3. Let him get it to the paint. You had Jordan Clarkson trailing him, so he had time to recover. Deuce drops off way too much. Way too much. That was a problem with us under Tibbs. Was when we help, we would sag off way too far. And then when that ball is bounced back, we're like 5 steps out to contest. But still good though. My Knicks still put that pressure on. We scored a little bit more. This was our highest scoring quarter for us as we put up 25. But ultimately, Milwaukee. I got Giannis on the brain. Minnesota scores 27. So we're still digging into it. Pause, but 63-71. My Knicks got to prevail. Knicks got to prevail. Let's bring up some current stats. Let me switch it over to the stats real quick. Looks like OG is possibly done for the night with 23 minutes. He's 3 for 8, 37. 2 for 6 from 3, 33%. So you can never sag off Naz Reid. Right? You got to learn that. Lakers learned that hard way in the playoffs. That is true. He was killing. And a lot of off the dribbles for Naz Reid, too. I think Naz Reid's a Jersey native, too. So shout out to Naz Reid. Oh, and rest in peace to his sister. I think she passed away. While Naz Reid led the series in fourth quarter points. Totally. Like, you don't leave that guy open. Mind you, I'm a civilian and I know certain things. Never leave this man open. Like, why are we leaving him open? But I digress. And maybe Mike Brown wanted him at that spot. Maybe that's their defensive coverage in certain plays. So, but they're tighten that up. They're definitely. As Malcolm Brogdon is in the game. Knicks currently have two 6 Man of the Year award winners on the team. As Jordan Clarkson won it, and you have Brogdon who won it as well. So we definitely bolstered our bench. But let's see what can happen as we are back up. Malcolm Brogdon bringing the ball up. They run his sets. Deuce with the dribble handoff. Oh, we got a Hakaporti signing. As great pass by Hakaporti and is fouled. I like Hakaporti. I think Hakaporti giving him some minutes will be solid for him, particularly with his passing. And look at Malcolm telling him, look, we got to do this. That's that veteran leadership right there that you need. I like that. As Brogdon get to the line, knock down that free throw. It is good. So it's weird how the lineups are going right now. Like Brogdon didn't get no burned with JB, and I want to see Brogdon with Jalen Brunson as he knocked down both free throws. And mind you, Brogdon is a big guard. He's 6'4", so it's like, are they utilizing him at the two guard more than a point guard spot? So in due to it looks like he's the wing right now. Look like he's the wing. I think this bench wins the game. I think so too. Let's see if Dadier can actually know his spots and know what to do. But you have height with Hakaporti. There we go. At least he took the shot. I'm not mad at that shot. At least Dadier took that shot coming off. If as Rob get into the paint, he used the pick and roll. He cuts through. And Bones Holler shoots the three in and out. Rebound by Dadier. Push the floor, Dadier. Push the floor. Right? He doesn't have that pass in his game. But Deuce stops and pops for three. No good. Hakaporti with an offensive rebound. This shit is out. He wants the pick. He's like, give me that pick, bro. Come on, let's go. Jeez. Yeah, Dadier. I don't know. Dadier's not knocking down the shots. As he gets back on defense, they run in transition. Dishes it out to Bones. Bones back out to Shannon, I think. Shannon knocks down the three. It is 74-65. Jordan Clarkson bringing the ball up. Dish that up to Malcolm Brogdon. Brogdon and Quickly's number 3. Dish it off to Deuce. Deuce at the top of the key. Back to Jordan Clarkson. Clarkson high pick and roll with Hakaporti. Gets into the paint. Go touch screen as we talked about it earlier. They run that go touch screen. We likes it 74-76. Let's get some defense going. As they run a pick and roll, Dylan Hart gets into the paint. Rebound. Knicks in transition. Got to give that ball up. Passes up to Deuce. Deuce back to Brogdon. Brogdon pops up for the three.
3-point goal.
Knicks getting it rolling 74-70 as Knicks scores 7 points in this quarter to Minnesota's 3. Oh my God. Gets into the paint. Is that an offensive foul? Yes. Great defense by
call.
Yeah, appreciate you. Hey, I don't know what happened with my mic. Let me see. It said my mic went out. All right, let me see. We're back. Yeah, I don't know. My mic kind of went out for a second. Appreciate you. Oh, bro, what happened to my? Why am I stuck right now? Let me see. My camera. Oh, my camera. Oh, what the fuck is going on? What is going on right now? So it looks like my camera is acting up. Is my live good? I don't know if my live good. Let me see. Is my live good? Oh no, bueno. I'm listening to the commentary while the game playing in a room where quiet. Yeah, I'm trying to figure out what is happening with my setup right now. It's like my camera went out. Give me a sec. Yeah, visually good, just the audio was off. Yeah, but it looked like my camera went out now though, eh? Why is it going in and out? We hear you, but put your emotion right now. Yeah, nah, that's crazy. I gotta see what's up with my yeah, I know. I'm trying to figure out why am I stuck? Yeah, it's so weird. I don't know why am I stuck right now. So I'm trying to figure this out. Hopefully I can figure that in time. While we deal with the technical difficulties, hopefully that'll put it back into play. Let me go to my cam settings and my properties. Elgato Pro. I'm still working on it. Still working on it. Give me a sec. Yeah, what the? Yeah, I don't know what happened to my Elgato Pro camera. All right, that's showing good here. So if that's popping up with there, so then we should be up and running. I don't know why it's not popping up. That's good. Look, technical difficulties on the live. It's crazy. Yeah, I know definitely know the game back on. 74-76. Knicks is with the lead, and I'm having technical difficulties when it's go time. which is so weird because it looks like my camera is showing on the other end as the Knicks are just putting up anything right now. Pass it up, gets into the paint, dish it up to Clarkson. Clarkson on a fast break. Let's see, gets into it. Layup, it is cash money. Yeah, why is it not? It's picking up as it's 77, 77 to 78 on my end. And trust me, I am trying to get my camera up and running, but I am having difficulties, ladies and gents, and I'm not for sure why. Okay. All right, am I back? Let's check. Okay. I am back. All right. I don't know what happened with that, but we are back as, of course, as my Knicks are tied right now as they are giving up buckets. As I don't know what occurred on my end. Let me just make sure everything is running back good. As it is 80. It is tied up. Clarkson gets into the paint. Passes this out to Malcolm Brogdon for three. No good. Tip it back out. Rebound by Brogdon. Back out to Clarkson. Clarkson looked like he gets trapped on a double team. Please pass that ball up. Gives it to Hakaporti for the dunk. Let's go. Let's get some defense going. It is 80-82 Knicks up. Deuce almost steals the ball, but they call a foul. Man. We are back, ladies and gents. Forgive me for the technical difficulties. These things occurred during the live setting. I don't know what happened with my camera, but my camera went out, my mic went out, and my Steam Deck had went out for a second. But we are back up and running. We are, but they better not sit Hakaporti. Why are you sitting Hakaporti? Keep Hakaporti in as they bring in as another 3-pointer goes down. 83-82. Hakaporti came in and gave you clutch minutes right now. I wouldn't have done that. As who's this guy they brought in? Jameson the third comes in. Malcolm Brogdon passes it up to, oh my God, Diawara misses the shot way off as the Knicks bring in a lineup of Jameson, Diawara, Brogdon, Matthews, and Tyler Kolek. This is the lineup I don't know if I want to finish with, but hopefully they can get us through the promised lands. As it is 4 minutes and 58 seconds left into the game. So let's see. Hopefully the Knicks can pull it out. Down one. As the Knicks are foul. Hopefully we could close it out. One thing that I do like Matthews. Matthews and his shooting ability. That man is like Novak but 6'6". As the Knicks run they set down to Brogdon. Brogdon over to Matthews. Pump fake out to Diawara. Back over to Matthews. Matthews up top back to Brogdon. Brogdon runs a pick and roll with Jameson. They call an offensive foul. Offensive foul. So Jameson for me is like another Jumpman Sims. Big body pause. Very athletic big. That's roughly about 6'10", I think. As Johnny Juzang, if I pronounce his name probably horrible wrong. Who was an actual killer in college. Don't know what's going on with him in the league, but passes it out to Diawara. Diawara down to Jameson with the left-handed hook. The hook is a lost game. This is how you see their man set fully through as many options as possible. Yep, this is true. As Dylan get through, rebound by Diawara. Diawara pushes the ball. Let's go. Who he's going to dish it to? Brogdon. Stop and pop. No good. Yeah, Brogdon, come on. You got to knock down better threes. This is how you see main sets fully through as many options as possible. Yeah, that's true. But why the starters wasn't doing that? That's what I said. The bench probably was going to come in and bring that energy. As Bones put him on his hip, passes it out to the corner for three. As it's 86 to 84. Which I think it was a Juzang hits the three. Look, gets into the post. Set that screen for him. Brogdon up the top. He doesn't take it. Now Jameson got the ball in his hands. Let's see what they're going to do. Give it to Tyler Kolek. Kolek gets into the paint. Loses the ball off his knee. Turnover for the Knicks. 3 minutes and 27 seconds to go. Knicks are only down by 2. And Knicks are now just rotating bench guys, rotating non-contract guys in and out as they take Brogdon out. Why do we got Brogdon here? If Brogdon's only going to come in and play 5 minutes. Like, they ran that. I'm sorry, coach. You get this W, coach. You get this W. I'm not going to play these guys at this moment. You know, granted, I guess you want to see what they got, but no way. No way. Let's see. You got what's this guy named? Dillingham at the top of the key. Passes to Bones. Bones gets into the paint, and it is fouled by Jameson. It is currently Knicks are down by 2 with Bones going to the free throw line with 3 minutes and 8 seconds left. Hopefully the Knicks can prevail. Would be good to get this Knick win at the Garden. But plenty to talk about after the game as Bones knocked down a free throw. Because it was very sloppy play. We seen a lot of mixed lineups. I think Mike Brown is too conservative on the bench as far as like his demeanor. Granted, I don't want him to be yelling like Tibbs yelling, but I would be up and teaching more in certain situations. As they do a dribble handoff, they're running with pace. Tyler Kolek back to Diawara. Diawara to Matthews. Matthews, you got to let that fly. Diawara, what's your creativity? Ooh, hit him with that. Okay, I like it. Passing it over. See, look, we got no scores on the floor right now. I'm sorry, no creativity. You got no creativity on the floor. No creators. And that should be cash. Woo! Matthews for 3. Told you, he got that shot. He could knock it down. He could knock it down. So it's a winnable game. This is a live action end of game scenario. They would have ran that practice. So true. It's telling for the coach. It's telling for the coaching staff what's retained and where the communication is lost. Totally. Oh, as it is a turnover, Knicks get the ball. We'll take it as a Knicks call a timeout. It's definitely a learning curve for the Knicks. Definitely footage for them to review and tomorrow, because I know tomorrow they're definitely going to have a day with them, just kind of look at film and to see what it looks like with how the starters ran the offense compared to the bench when we had Brogdon and Clarkson and everyone out there. Definitely a teaching moment. Knicks putting up 24 points in this quarter to their 17. Granted, it's the bench, so I'm not going to lean heavy and say that we locked them up. It's just that they brought in a different lineup and guys didn't have it, and the Knicks did currently at that moment. So we rolling. We're rolling. Currently right now, Matthews is the only person that scored that's currently on the court, actually in Jameson. With some few rebounds from Diawara. My thing is, where do they have Diawara playing? Is Diawara the forward? I would believe so. He's probably playing power forward. Look, in these same sets, if you put the starters in these sets, you can envision where the starters will find their shots. Oh, hey, they probably were they running these sets earlier on? I've been talking so much and kind of in and out that I felt like actually no. Yes, no, we did run some of these sets. It's just that we're getting more looks and more looks, but I mean like you're seeing more damn, what's the better term for it? You're seeing more plays within those sets. You get into your rotation, excuse me. You get into your second rotation, third or fourth rotation out of those sets. So you're seeing it more clear. And we should have done that with the first unit. I don't know why. But 88, 87. Knicks are still in this game with Kolek, Matthews, Diawara. What is this dude name that we got from the two-way guy that we got from Brooklyn? I don't want to butcher his name, so I'm probably not going to say it. But let's get it going. I seen it a couple times, but I can't count on one hand how many times the ball was dumped into that big in a free throw line. It's true. And that could have been Cat. That could have been Cat setting that up and getting it going. But let's go as Knicks. Let's finish this quarter strong, and it's looking like we actually doing something solid. So let's good. Let's get this Knicks chance going. As Kolek bring that ball up, Kolek, they run into that top pick and roll. Another down screen over here. Passing it into the big. Look, oh, look at that. I like that. I like that by Kolek. I like that set. Kolek for three. Hey, did you see that switch set? Oh my God. That was gorgeous. Nice out of bound plays. But he gets into the paint, goes up, blocked from behind. Let's go Knicks on the defensive end. I'm running it with pace again. Let's do it. Let's keep up the pace. Pass it to Diawara. Diawara, you're going to have to attack soon, my guy. You are stuck. Dishing it in, right back to the post. Almost get it. Pump fake. Hook shot, no good. That's not the shot we want to take, but I take it. Let's get in the defense. Let's get in defense. You got Diawara at the top. You got Johnny with the ball, guarded by Matthews. They're running a pick and roll. He doesn't use it, gets over it. Johnny for the mid-range jump shot. No good. Rebound by Minnesota. Minnesota back out. Gets into the paint. Pass it to this 7-foot dude from three. Jeez, what's that? Rebound by Knicks. Who is that dude that popped a three? That's crazy. Let's go. Minute left on the clock. Let's go, Knicks. Let's go. You got Tyler Kolek holding the ball down, bringing the clock down. Dish it over, dude. The Matthews for the three. No good, as ref calls it. Loose ball foul. Rob, Dillingham is solid. He's just small. I mean, what, he's 4 for 11 tonight. 2 for 3 from 3-pointer, 5 assists, 2 rebounds, 10 points. I think he's a solid backup for Minnesota. He just need the opportunity. As Kolek kicks in, gets into the paint. I forgot this dude's name. Running with Kolek for the mid-range. No good. See, look, we got no finishers, guys. No finishes as Minnesota calls a timeout. Last play. We'll take it, though. We'll take it, Kolek. We'll take it. Well, I appreciate Kolek trying to be aggressive on that. He's trying. As Minnesota's going to draw up a last play as he called timeout. I wonder what they're going to do. If you're Minnesota in this situation, are you going to go for the 3 to get up out of here? Or you go for the 2 to try to go into overtime? We don't need no overtime tonight. I'm ready to eat dinner. I'm ready to eat dinner. You know, give a little 10-minute post-game chat, and I'm ready for dinner. But lot of stuff we could learn from today's game. 88-90 right now, as Minnesota is looking. We better play some solid defense. I'm talking sneakers screeching, hands up, contest. I'm talking back to AAU days, AAU defense right now. Definitely. And big shout out to McKells. McKells is playing he was playing solid defense earlier and knocking down some threes that kind of got us back into the game. So McKell get the game ball for me. I think so. As oh my god. I already looked and see what happened. We going to goddamn overtime and I didn't even see the play of what happened. Let's see how it plays out. And they got the ball full court. You was able to score full court. Rob brings the ball. They run a high pick and roll. He doesn't use it. They're running floppy on the side. You can see that. He comes around it, gets into the paint. Johnny, oh man, that floater is nasty. That floater was nasty. But Nick still had 9 seconds left on the clock. What are they going to run? He gets into the paint. Oh my God, Matthews had to look. No good. We had a clean look. Was a clean look, ladies and gents. But we are going into overtime, Knicks fans. We are getting extra minutes. First game in the Garden. I guess my hunger and growling belly is going to have to wait. Because he gets into the paint. That solid defense. We don't foul. He went vertical. We'll take it. Good stuff by Johnny. That was actually a beautiful set that they did too. But we go into overtime. New York Knicks. 5 additional minutes for the Knicks right now. Just looking at the stats. Look at that. When we had Ario Hakaporti in just for those 6 minutes, he was a plus 10 and a plus minus. Let me see if I could bring that up. All right. He was a plus 10 and a plus minus. Brogdon was a plus 8. Excuse me. Brogdon was a plus 6 and a plus minus. Even though he went 1 before, he's still two rebounds, 2 assists, and 2. Is that 2 steals or 1 steals? 1 steal. Bacom, even though he was timid on shooting his shots, he was a plus 8. It's crazy. Jordan Clarkson was a plus 7. And he went 4 for 11, 0 for 6 on 3-point attempts. I know he's gonna get some shots up later on tonight because that's not a good game. Says 13 for 51 from 3. I just seen too many opportunities in that mid-range to close out that game. Yeah. 52 threes? That's too much. This is not NBA. This is not the NBA. Look, hey, we grew up on mid-range game. Mid-range game opened up everything. Because if I'm killing you in the mid-range, in the post, or at the top of the key, you're going to have to double me. Right? You double me, that opens up opportunities for the 3. Right? Inside out. You always work inside out. Working outside in, it works every now and then if you got a dominant big. But for me, just inside out. You kill in a post, you kill on the inside till they start to trap, until they start switching up a different game plan. But Matthews, I thought that was good. He's a knockdown shooter. He's a knockdown shooter. But that's crazy. But 5 more minutes, ladies and gents. 5 more minutes of Knick basketball. And we're going to take it. As Jameson. Oh, they brought in Hakaporti now. Okay, yes. We got Hakaporti. So Hakaporti's going to help out on offensive rebounds. He's going to help out on that defensive end as being a deterrent in the paint. So we like this. Like it says, I'm talking about everyone that caught the ball in the mid-range and never once at the rim, but kept their eyes on that 3-point line to kick it out. Yeah, well, hey, this is what the emphasis is right now with this darn team and this unit. 3-point looks. And granted, we had good 3-point shooters on the floor at the moment. I'm about to say, who number 24? Who these guys we bringing in? I gotta be A. Johnson. I don't know who that is. But right now, Hakapori at the top of the key. Let's see what movement we drag. Cut through. Yep, cut. He come around. I like that, Matthews. Matthews, you're going to have to get that floater. Good attack. Hakapori on the offensive rebound. That makes sense for him to attack on that, knowing that Hakapori's there to help out and assist. So, as we got a foul, as hopefully Minnesota is bringing in, Minnesota's going to deep in their bench. So maybe the Knicks got this opportunity with Hakapori, Tyler Kolek, Matthews, and I keep forgetting this dude that's from Brooklyn. As Pacome Dadier finally gets a bucket. So the dude name is Tosan. All right, I got to remember that. Tosan. Let's see. Who's this point guard? Number 14 gets into the paint. 44 in Milwaukee. Look like he's about 7'2". Dish it off. Gets into the paint. Euro step floater off the backboard. No good. And off his face, off of Edwards, it is Knick basketball. Knick is up 92-90 as we try to close out this game. It is getting late in the game. Let's close this out, Knicks. They run a high pick and roll. Dishes is out to Toscan. Toscan misses it. No good. So you got Johnny in the fast break on no Euro step, misses it. Hakapori with the rebound. Hakapori's a solid rebound, ladies and gents. That's why they brought him in. Run that screen. Gets into it. Passes over to Matthews. Matthews back over to Tosan. Tosan knocks it down. Knicks are up 90-95 as the second unit for the Knicks are actually getting going. Second unit looks really good. Second unit, this is deep in the bench, but deep in the bench team are rolling and they're getting through their progression of their sets a lot better than the starting five. So it's crazy. We'll take that 3. Toscan is actually going to be a two-way player for the Knicks. He's going to go down with our Westchester Knicks team. So good pickup. As they at the top of the key, look like they're running another pick and roll. He gets into drop coverage, try to pass it through, almost steals the ball, picks it up. Hakapori with the block. That's why we brought Hakapori in the game. He's running the floor. Back over to Matthews, who is the 6'6". Matthews, I'm telling you, Matthews is the 6'6". Discount double check. Let's go. As a good pass as he gets into the paint, knockdown dunk. As Matthews is starting to get it going. Told you, Matthews, he's a good shooter. 2 for 4, 50% from 3. 2 from 6 from the field, though. He got to get his field buckets up. As Hakapori at the top set. Look like why? So it's weird. The bench are rolling a lot more. Great sets. Matthew gets into the paint and fouled. The big at the free throw extended play, Cat should have been doing that. Or Mitch. And like surveying the field and passing it. Great defense by Hakapori, though. Hakapori needs to get minutes this year. I know it's going to be tough. He needs to get minutes. Look at that. Matthews, wop. Matthews 3. It's good right now. Knicks are up. They run a high pick and roll, double it. He gets into the paint, put him on his heel. Tyler Kolek pump fake. Mid-range jump shot is good by Tyler Kolek as the Knicks go up 92-100. Let's play some defense. We're keeping these guys on the hill. Let's do it. As Minnesota operating on the wing, passes the ball, runs into a screen. Great screen, 3-point up, no good. Rebound by Tyler Kolek. I would push it. Don't stop. You get deeper. You're supposed to get deeper in that on Pacome. Tyler Kolek pulls up for 3. He's in trade talks. Let's see. He's in some trade talks. Why my thing looking a little blurry? Are you looking blurry? So 92 to 100. Knicks are trying to stay in the game. Holding it up. 1 minute and 17 seconds left. Ball dished in. It's looking like Minnesota needs to get it together. And Danny hits me with the best. 27 to 17 as Giants is up. What quarter is it, Dan? Is my Giants doing it in the third quarter? Let's go. As Minnesota shoots the 3-pointer. Great shot by Tristan Newton. We like that shot, but Christian, we'll take it. As bring the ball up by Tucson. Tucson dribble handoff. Gets into the paint. Left hand Hakaporti. Almost blocked, but he's fouled. Like that. See, I like Tyler Kolek. Tyler Kolek can run the floor. He needs to be more creative on that play, but it's crazy. Ludicrous group. New York sports is in a resurgence right now. Sadly, we don't have the Yankees. That is so true. Yankees are definitely out. I'm a Mets fan though, Luda Group. But I represent all New York Rangers as well. But appreciate you dropping here. Appreciate you talking with us. Appreciate you being here, Luda Group. But yes, Knicks here down in Knicks are resurgence and have the relevancy. The Mets, even though we didn't make the playoffs this year, had a dramatic fall off, but we're still in a good spot with Juan Soto and Lindor. Jets is what old Jets need to get it going, but we can eventually do that. But Tyler Kolek can kind of just dribble this out for us. As the Knicks prevail, ladies and gents. Knicks prevail 100 to 95. We gotta talk. We gotta talk about this game. Let me see. Did Tyler Kolek he pulled the shot? No good. All right, hold up. There's still a couple seconds left, but they're gonna run it out. Knicks win the game 195. If the starters started the game and continue to play, I don't think we come back from this game. But we still make it happen. We still here. Good for that. What he says, I will see, even though of course I'm not a Yankees fan. Okay, yeah, that's true. I think it would have been cool to have a Subway Series. Oh yeah, we haven't had a Subway Series since 2000. That would have been good, Luda. Would have been good, Luda. If Giants win today, old boy is going to be sweet. It's going to be fantastic. Because remember, the Eagles are coming off a loss to the Broncos. That's right. You right. Oh man, so we got them at a good time. Let's go. We got to finish it. No late heroics today. We definitely got to finish it. But yeah, Knicks get the victory 195. I want to bring up the stats. Yankees look defeated as soon as they got on the field. Yankees issue for me was the pitching. And Judge try to keep you in as much as you can, but it's the pitching. Similar to the Mets. Mets had pitching issues. As I'm gonna take the scoreboard away. I don't think we need the scoreboard anymore, because we're going to be looking at some stats. But that's true, yeah. Yankees look defeated as soon as they got on the field. Yeah, no, I feel you, Dan. But maybe they need a fresh year, man. Maybe it's not a year that they need to make it far into the playoffs. Because yeah, I want to say almost every year you got Judge, you going all the way. So it's time for them to get that break. But yeah, let's go over these stats real quick so I could go get me something to eat. We start with Minnesota. Jaden Daniels played solid defense. He was a plus 5 the entire game. His shooting wasn't that good. It was atrocious. He was 2 for 9. and 1 for 3 for 3. Julius didn't even play aggressive. I don't even remember seeing him taking 10 shots, but he was 4 for 10, 40% from the field. He was 2 for 4 from 3-point line, 50%. Got to the line 6 times to still end up with 16 points. I don't know how Jules had 16 and 5. That was a light 16 and 5 for Jules. So that's tell you Jules is definitely bound for a solid year with them. Rudy Gobert only playing 22 minutes, but still was effective with 11 rebounds, 5 turnovers. He had 1 block shot with 5 points. So that's what Rudy gonna do for you each year. Dante only had 1 3. I felt like Dante was knocking down multiple 3-pointers, but he only had 1 3-pointer. Went 1 for 3. 33%. So we'll take that from Dante, but he still was a plus 10 because he plays solid defense. Dante plays good defense. Anthony Edwards, who was the man tonight, was 6 for 17. Even though 6 for 17 is 35%, he was actually better at the half. I guess the second half we did better defense on him when he played. But 2 for 7 for 3 still takes a lot of 3-pointers. But that's today's NBA. So what can you say? What can you say with that? Nas Reed, I thought is a solid bench guy. Like, how you got Nas Reed coming off your bench as your 6th man of the year, 4 for 9, 44%, 1 for 6 from 3-point line, 60%. And that's Minnesota's Achilles heel. They shoot too many threes. But then, of course, I'm not going to go through everybody. Rob was 4 for 11. That was another key player. Terrence Shannon was 4 for 5, 3 for 3 for 3. He was keeping them in the game. And what they had with Rob had like 11 points. Let's go to my New York Knickerbockers. OG with 23 minutes. He was 3 for 8, 2 for 6. So that didn't really change from the half because I don't think he played after that. Cat was 2 for 11. That's an atrocious night for Cat, going 2 for 11, 18%. Now Cat is not going to do that again. That's a one-time deal. So I don't think that will happen again for Cat, especially him not knocking down on 3. But a big difference between this year and last year, Cat went to the free throw line 6 for 7 times. That can be something great for Cat. The fact that he's getting to the line, Cat can easily average 28. If he could get to the line as many times that he did tonight, which was 7 times, and he went 6 for 7, that would totally change Cat trajectory as far as points per game. And you're getting easy buckets. You're slowing the game down. You're getting to the line. That'll be pivotal for Cat. The rebounding, the rebounding is there for Cat. That's fine. But a low double-double with the block would take it. Now, Mitch, this is surprising. Mind you, Mitch only played 12 minutes. But Mitch, no bucket for Mitch. Mitch only had 6 rebounds. So you're talking 5 defensive rebounds with 1 offensive. That's not a Mitch. And Mitch went -5. Jalen Brunson, another bad game, 28%. Your main 2 guys, right? Your main 2 guys go 18% from the field goal and 28. I'm happy it's a preseason game. I'm happy. Oh, Ronnie, don't get me started with his zesty means. After all that, and I'm just like, Cat, come on, bro. I'm trying to root for you, Cat. I'm trying to root for you, and he's always with his. He's a Knick. We gotta root for him, but it's definitely the big purr, definitely. But yeah, Brunson 4 for 14 still needs to find his way within the system. I think in due time it'll come, but Mike Brown has to show him spots where he can be creative in his positions. He has to show him, look, Brunson, this is a spot for you to operate here. Cat, this is a spot for you to operate here. It's all of this is a learning scenario for them right now, to be honest with you. Then of course you got Deuce. Actually, no, Mikal played a solid game. And I think Mikel is going to have a career year. Giants are playing good football. That's what's up. I'm definitely going to get me something to eat and watch the game right after I go talk about everybody here. But Mikel came through 25 minutes, 6 for 12, 50%. I think Mikel can average at least 40, high 40s. Because remember, his mid range, Mikel was 50% for his mid range for the entire year. You 50 for the mid range, that's perfect, right? And then you add your 3-point shooting, which is going up. He was 3 for 7, 42. Mikel, give me a 50-40 season, Mikel. That's what we need. Knicks chemistry isn't good right now, but that's why you use preseason to get adjusted 100%. And I think that's why they played a little bit longer this game, is to try to find that cohesion. They have to. Because how many more preseason games we got? I'm gonna get into that after this real quick when I bring up the schedule, but we're gonna do that. Yeah, Mikel 50-40. We need a 50-40-90 for Mikel. Grabbing the rebounds, 1 assist, 3 steals. We like the steals, Mikel. We like the steals. We're only 3 fouls. We'll take it. We'll take it, Mikel. Deuce, not a solid Deuce game. He 3 for 10, 30, but Deuce is getting the attempts up. We like that. And he's getting 26 minutes. Deuce is going to be pivotal in our rotation, pivotal for us in general. So be on the lookout for Deuce playing significant minutes, probably more minutes than Jordan Clarkson, as we can see what he did in the preseason. Deuce 3 for 4, 2 for 7 for 3. Still has some clutch 3 for us, but still was in the plus minus, and I think due to his defensive ability with 2 steals. Now Yabusele, I'm sorry, I haven't seen anything from Yabusele that's going to change my mind to say like he's like, we need a Yabusele game. We need at least like 13 from Yabusele, 8 boards, 4 assists, before the season start for me to sit there and feel comfortable with Yabusele. Or we gonna put that man in a trade. Like, come on, Yabo. Like, are we using him correctly? Is coach putting him in a proper position? I don't know, but we need to utilize Yabusele a little bit more. Jordan Clarkson, 0 for 6 for 3. That's what I'm going to talk about. 0 for 6 for 3 with Jordan Clarkson. Some of them was okay. Some of them was contested. He was better when he was getting into the paint, knocking down those mid-range, and 3 assists. That's the thing I like about Jordan Clarkson. He can get us some assists when he's attacking. So assist off the bench is perfect, but 0 for 6 for 3 is not going to cut it. It's not going to cut it. I saw Mikel rocking the Ja threes. Yo, the Ja's are good. The Ja's are good. I'm not going to lie. I like the Ja's. I was thinking about getting the Ja's. My recent ball kicks was I bought the Donovan Mitchell's. Donovan Mitchell's was actually feeling good with Adidas. I'm like, oh, this is dope. And it was like $80, so you can't beat that price. But the Ja's is looking good. And Ja's it's a fairly decent price point for the Jaws. I think they're like 120 or 1 something. We got how is it on feet? How does it feel though? We got to see how they look. They look dope, but how do they feel though? That's one thing. Landry Shamet, 1 for 4. He could do better. Pacome Dadier, even though he was 2 for 4 from the field, 50%, that 1 for 3, he was kind of hesitant at first. So someone had to tell him, get aggressive, my guy. Get aggressive. Ariel Hakaporti, for me, gets the game ball. Gets the game ball. He was a plus 15, right? Only had 1 point. 1 bucket. We'll take the 2 points. But the offensive rebounds, he had 5 rebounds, 3 offensive. The block shot was all pivotal at crunch time. Shout out to Hakaporti. He pretty much closed the game. Everybody else, Tyler Kolek was all right. Garrison Matthews knocked down a couple threes. But we'll take that. We would take that. Let me look up the schedule to see what time my Knicks play again. And we're out this joint. Let's go to teams. Let's pull up my Knickerbockers. Let's see. Am I able to bring it up? Yes, I am. Not that. So, next game, we got the Wizards on Monday. So we do got a couple of days. I will be back here on Monday to go against the Wizards. We definitely going to go live on that aspect. So 7:30, tune in. We're going to be here. Then, of course, we got the Hornets. So we do got a layoff, which is good. Give the Knicks some time to work out, get the kinks out. Friday, October 17th at Charlotte, Charlotte Hornets. So we only got 2 more preseason games. Well, I felt like the preseason used to be longer than that. I guess it probably was. But only 2 more preseason games before the final thing. Sadu, what it do, Barry? Appreciate you being here, Barry. We're about to sign off, but we're just talking about the Knicks. Last 2 preseason games that we will be here. We will be live, so definitely tune in. Appreciate you, 5. Appreciate you. And then, of course, it's Wednesday, October 22nd. You know we're going to be here. That is against the Cavs. I actually had tickets to go there, but I decided to go live to be here with you guys to close it out. So we here on Monday is our next game. I'm probably throw out a video during the week to kind of talk about Knicks basketball. But until then, let me drop the music so you know the intro is out. 5 preseason. Yeah, we did play 5. You're right. The 2 in Abu Dhabi. You are correct. The 2 in Abu Dhabi. Totally forgot about that. So until next time, we are going to be here Monday, 7:30. Tune in. Delusional Knicks Fan Network. We here. I'm here with you guys. I'm here because you guys are rocking with me. Please hit the like and subscribe. Hit the notification button. And we're